Well, is what we're going to be busy doing. We were talking about on the way down here how many road games.
Line us and another and be connected to the same phone number. That doesn't make any sense, does it?
It doesn't. I just kind of was thinking about the last time we were down here, which we were actually on that bench down there. They switched benches on us, the home and away bench. So we're
everybody in the world got it.
At guard, a senior number 2, Kennedy Washington. At guard, a senior number 10, Olivia Hawkins. At forward, a senior number 3, Madison Hume. And at forward, a senior number 4, Taylor Davis. The Barren and Trojanettes are coached by head coach Michael Lindsay.
We're Barren.
Scott champion and Corky Cruz. Now you all have time to meet the starting lineup of your Franklin-Simpson Lady-Wildcats.
Oh my God.
At forward, number 3, Jesse Miller.
Yeah.
At guard, number 15, Tobiah Lovin.
That's great.
At guard, a junior, number 11, Courtney Turner.
Can't wait for the first foul.
At forward, a junior, number 42, O.T. Baker.
Taylor, that's
And at guard, a senior, number 25, LaKayla Atkins. The Lady-Wildcats coached by head coach David Clark.
And trust.
This Franklin-Simpson program is a far contrast from really where they were. We mentioned it earlier in 08, but that doesn't mean we can just show up and beat anybody.
Right.
We've got to come here and understand that we can be vulnerable if we just try to do that. So hopefully we're ready to go tonight, and we'll be the same tomorrow night with back-to-back games.
Madison Hume for Barren County will jump against Franklin-Simpson's Jesse Beller. And we're about set to go. I don't know what we're waiting on here.
I have no idea. Something on the Franklin-Simpson side where can't see across the tall table there, the scorer's table. Ready to go now.
All right, Todd Duff will toss it up, and we're set to go here from Franklin-Simpson. And it's going to be controlled by the Lady-Cats. They dish it back off to Beller. She fires up on the run. It's no good. Rebound, Taylor Davis for Barren County. Davis down the right side, crossover dribble to the left. Lost the handle, is kicked out of bounds by Baker. Trojanettes will keep the basketball. As Kennedy Longston is set to inbounds, comes into Davis. Shot blocked in there by Beller. Tipped back around to Davis. She throws it up and in with the left hand.
Taylor stuck with it that time. Beller actually just took for granted that she had the ball or somebody else was coming to get it behind her and left Taylor for a wide open layup on a second chance.
Courtney Turner, number 11, a 5'4 junior, brings it up for Franklin-Simpson. She'll dribble off to the left side. Gets rid of it to Atkins. Atkins will send it back out now to Levin. Back in the left corner. And here's a free throw line shot, good for Beller.
That was the same spot she attempted the opening shot on, and that one she had her feet set. And the other one she tried to throw it up in traffic and didn't do very well with it.
Longston with the basketball for Barren County. Right side over to Davis. Davis sends it out to Hume. Top of the key, back to the right side is Longston. Gives it out to Houchins. Over to Davis on the right wing. Fakes, drives into the lane. Bounce pass over the left side to Longston. Longston on the dribble. We'll bring it back out. Gives it to Mallory Pettigo. Pettigo over the right side. Davis for the 3 ball. It is no good. Ball slapped out of bounds. And we'll keep it. Goes back to the Trojanettes with 6:45 to play here in the opening quarter in a 2-2 ball game. As Logston will toss it in. Logston gets it into play. Davis across the lane on a bounce pass. Hume out to Mallory Pettigo. Fakes, gives it back to Hume. Hume left side, back to Pettigo. Pettigo out top.
Passing up a lot of shots. Somebody's got to shoot it.
Davis out to Hume. Drives. Kicks it off the right side to Logston. Back out to Hume. Top of the key with a 3. It's short. And taken by Levin for Franklin-Simpson. She'll hand it off out front there to Turner. Turner guarded by Kennedy Logston. Bounce pass off to Baker. Baker now on the dribble left. Bounce pass slapped away by Houchins and out of bounds.
I think we can really get up and pressure them on the ball and even in the passing lanes to make it difficult for them to make passes. Their guard looks very shaky, going both ways. She's dominant one hand. We can force a lot of turnovers and get buckets easily.
Tiaja Prince, a 5'8 junior, number 33, is checked into the David Clark Lady Cat lineup. Working with it, Turner to the right side. Now picks up her dribble. Batted away and almost stolen. Davis trying to make a dive for it down there. Bodies everywhere diving. Pettigo ties it up and possession arrow will go to Barren.
Just as I said, Taylor shot the passing lane, deflected it, couldn't quite corral it. They're just very weak offensively, and the numbers say that.
Yeah. 2-2 with 5:49 to play here in the first quarter. Logston bounces it off to Hume, feeds it in the lane to Houchins. Right side corner, 3 by Pettigo is no good. Rebound to Beller for Franklin-Simpson. We're going to have a problem all night with this. Yeah, it's just off the transmitter, though. We're not on the radio at all.
It's not going out over there.
No. Hello?
Sorry about the squeak. Yeah, you ready to go on?
Yes.
I'm going to dump out the spot, so when you hear it dump, just take it over.
Okay.
There it is. Answering Sapper Funeral Home.
Back here, we apologize again for the phone problems we're having here at Franklin-Simpson. Taylor Davis at the line, hits both free throws, and has all 4 points for the Trojanettes with 4:18 to play. Here in the first quarter, we're tied at 4. Another substitution. Tristan Lunsford, a 5'4 junior, checks in. Also Baker, Oshie Baker for Franklin-Simpson in the lineup for Coach David Clark. Bailey Pettigo's in the ball game for Coach Piper Lindsay. 5'7 freshman. As Lunsford has the basketball, gives it off to Turner on the right side. Out top now to Atkins. Over the left side, they go back in the corner to Lunsford, going to baseline. Ball is going to go off of Davis and out of bounds. He tried to bounce it off across the lane. 4:02 to play here in the first quarter. We're tied at 4. And now Beller will return to the Franklin-Simpson lineup. She'll come in to replace Prince. Turner will inbounds the ball underneath the Beller. Had it smacked away by Davis, but chases it back down to the left side. Now lobs it across the lane. Bad pass taken by Mallory Pettigo for the Trojanettes. Pettigo right side over to Davis. Back out. Wide open three, doesn't take it. Goes in traffic. And we got a whistle and a traveling violation. Had an open look at a three there, the left side of the key.
Actually thought she probably made the right decision, even though it was an open shot. She actually thought about it way too long and kind of double pumped even if she would have taken the shot. So
Elizabeth Bertram in the ball game, 5'8", 8th grader, averaging 6 points a game. 3:40 to play here in the first. We're tied at 4. Lunsford with the basketball for Franklin-Simpson. Dribbles off left side, gives to Beller. Now Beller gets a screen from Baker, picks up her dribble, left of the key, looking, dumps it down to Baker. Baker turns and fires and misses. Batted up in the air, rebound, tapped out of bounds. Barren County's basketball. .323 to play here in the first. And Mikey Dawes, a 5'6" sophomore, checks into the Franklin-Simpson lineup. Barren County with the basketball. Bailey Pettigo sends it to the left side to Bertram. Here's Houchins with it. Out to Hume. Goes to Davis. Davis into the key. Gives it back to Houchins. Swings it left side over to Hume. Throws it out now to Bailey Pettigo. Now in the corner is Bertram. Bertram lobs it back out. Davis. She'll fire for three. Banked it in.
tried to bank in the first one, actually. I'm not sure by the look on her face that she meant to, but it still puts 3 points on the board for us.
And that was a 3-point People's Bank shot. People's Bank in Glasgow working for you. 2:49 to play here in the first. 7-4 Barren County. With it on the left side is Dawes. They send it out now to Atkins. Back to Dawes. They go inside to Baker. Had it knocked away, trying to get it back. Jump ball as Bailey Pettigo reached in to tie it up. Franklin-Simpson will get it. With 2:37 to play here in the first quarter.
They've tried to feed the post a whole lot, but their entry passes are not very good. Our defense is partly to do with that. But when they try to lob it, it's more of a bullet pass.
Yeah.
Even when they try to should bounce it, it's still a bullet pass.
Courtney Turner back in the Lady Cat lineup. Left baseline, feeds it into Beller. Fires up the shot, missed it badly, didn't even draw iron. Taylor Davis with the basketball for Barren. Races down the right side, heads to the basket, puts it up, it is no good. Rebound Beller, a little bump there, no whistle. And here comes Turner with it for Franklin-Simpson. Bounce pass over the right side to Lunsford.
Yeah, only one foul through 5 minutes now almost.
Yep.
Or 6 minutes, sorry.
Back to the left side, Dawes. They go in the lane there to Lunsford. She'll bring it back out, hands it off to Beller. Beller at the free throw line, can't shoot, shovels it back off, top of the key. Lunsford for three, no. Rebound, Bailey Pettigo for the Trojanettes. Pettigo sends it right side over to Bertram. Bertram will fire over Baker, got it.
That's not an easy shot. When you put down one dribble, pick it right back up and try to knock down an 18-footer, but we did push the lead out to 5, just under 2 minutes to go here in the first period.
And it's 9-4 with a minute 50. Horn is Lovin. Now on the baseline. Shot goes up way short. Put up no good. And battle for the rebound as I believe that was Prince using her body, kind of bumping around in there. Lost it out of bounds. Barren County basketball. Minute 26 to go here in the opening quarter. And Bailey Pettigo with the basketball for the Trojanettes. Sends it off to the left side. Davis gives to Hume right of the key. Off to Bertram. Being chased out there. Now picks up her dribble. Goes back to Davis. Davis. Bounce pass back to Bailey Pettigo for three. Got it.
Much better that time. Ready to score.
12-4. Barren County with a minute to play here in the opening quarter. Left side with it is Adkins. They go out to Levin. Now they swing it back over to Adkins on the left wing. Back out front to Levin. Now they give it to Beller, right of the key. Over to Turner on the right side. Bounces it back out to Levin. They swing it over to Beller, going baseline. Bounce pass in the lane. Whistle. We're going to have a foul here. Call to the Trojanettes. Yeah. Olivia Houchins will be her first, and that is the first team foul on the Trojanettes in the ballgame. Kennedy Longston coming in to replace Olivia Houchins. Turner gets it out to Levin, and around out top to the right side. Turner once again picks up her dribble, throws it cross court to Levin. We'll bring it back out now and set up with 25 seconds to play here in the first quarter. Turner, bounce pass to Beller, fakes, drives, cut off by Davis, circles around, now fires up left elbow, shot, missed everything. Right side of the board, Bailey Pettigo with it, 13 seconds to go in the quarter. Diagonal pass right side over to Davis. Davis going up with a shot, it won't go. Rebound to Beller for Franklin-Simpson, gives it off to Turner with 3 seconds. Turner will launch it up from 17. It is no good, and that's the end of the first quarter. After one, Barren County 12. Simpson, Trojanettes leading 12-4 as we start the second period of play. It'll be Barren County's basketball. Elizabeth Bertram will toss it in. Barren County was 4 of 11 the first quarter, 36.4%, 2 of 5 behind the arc. Had 5 rebounds, only 1 turnover. Franklin-Simpson only shooting 20%, 2 of 10. And they had 6 rebounds in that first period, along with 3 turnovers in the game so far. Trojanettes ball as Bertram will toss it in to Longston, gives it off to Bailey Pettigo. Bailey Pettigo back out to Longston now. Longston dribbling off left, gives to Mallory Pettigo at long range, brings it back out front, gives it to Bertram. She'll give it off to Davis. Now Davis sends it off to the left corner to Mallory Pettigo. She'll bring it back out. Bounce pass off to Longston, drives it into the lane. Bounce pass off to Bailey Pettigo. The floater, got it. Bailey Pettigo with her second field goal of the ball game. First one was a 3, and the lead is 14-4 for the Trojanettes.
We'll take 5 of 12 from the field. It's not a super percentage, but it looks really, really good next to a 20% 2 of 10 performance from what Franklin-Simpson did in the first quarter.
Here's Turner giving it off to Lovin. Left side Atkins lobs it inside. Shot put up no good. Rebound put back up no good. And ball slapped out. Davis, who's got it for Barren on the run. She's going to drive it down. She'll throw it up against the defender, put it in, and a foul.
She's going to the bucket hard. Doesn't let up when she's in transition. Again, same thing. Got it out quick. Franklin-Simpson couldn't get back and defend.
16-4 Barren. The foul is on Courtney Turner. That is her first. Be the Lady Cats' second team foul. Davis, 49% free throw shooter on the season. Puts it up. It is good. Well, that's all around the world and back. 3 for 3 at the line, though, and 10 points for Taylor Davis here in the early going. 17-4, Barren County. Allen County, Scottsville leading Monroe County, 25-17 in the girls' game. Kind of a surprise.
Yeah, still a little early on that one.
Lunsford with the basketball, driving, whistle, foul. This will be on Mallory Pettigo. Her first, Barron's second of the half.
Franklin-Simpson's getting in position to score. They've had numerous shots right around the, and even underneath the basket. Both their shots this quarter have been point blank. They just can't hit anything.
Yeah. Ball comes inside. Here's Beller putting it up and in. She has all 6 points for Franklin-Simpson. 17-6. Trojanettes with a lead to the basketball. They go in the middle to Davis. Davis, right of the lane, throws up the shot, no good, but draws a foul. And this one, I believe, is on, let's see if they put it on Prince. Yeah, it's going to be on Prince, her second. That'll be number 3 on the Lady Cats. And Taylor Davis right back to the charity line for 2 more shots. First one's good. Gives her 11 now.
She's leading Franklin-Simpson by 5 all by herself.
Well, tonight's game with Metcalfe County and Clinton County, it's a second district regular season game.
Okay. You must have got it mixed up with maybe when they were playing Cumberland County.
Davis now goes 5 for 5 at the line. And here we go. Hey, Todd.
Hey, you there?
Yep.
You don't have your cell with you, do you?
Yeah, we're probably going to have to switch over maybe at halftime or something.
Okay.
We'll see if it...
You're getting ready to dump out of the spot and bring it to you again.
Okay.
Listen to your taste buds. Say
6:03 to play here in the first half. Once again, we apologize for the phone problems we're having here. We may have to switch over to cell if we get knocked off the air one more time. So not sure what the phone situation is, but hopefully we'll get a phone technician in here to look at it. It's hard to do when you're having to sit here and you can't get up and do anything.
Good thing it didn't happen in Bowling Green the other night. We would have had no cell service. We wouldn't even
That's true.
have to do the game.
No cell signal in the gym. And may not have one here. I don't know.
It's decent.
Yeah, a little bit, but not great. Logston will toss it in. It's 19-8. Barren, 5:59 to play here in the second quarter. Logston, and it's going to be a 5-second count. So Olivia Houchins checking back into the Trojanette lineup. And Lunsford with a basketball for Franklin-Simpson. Lunsford gets the screen by Baker. Sends it off in the left corner. Back to Lunsford. She's playing the point now. Turner playing the 2-guard. Gets a screen from Beller. Dribbles off to the right side. Gives it to Turner. Goes baseline. Throws it back out to Atkins for the 3-pointer. High arching shot. No good. Short. Long rebound is chased down by Atkins. They fire it down to Baker in the lane. Shoots over him. It's no good. Ball tipped out. Loose on the floor. Scramble for. And tip ball. Possession arrow will go back to the Lady Cats.
You know, that three was a good-looking three. Just didn't go down for them. And even the shot off the second chance shot was good. They just can't really find a way to get it in the hole, and we're okay with that. We're working hard. We've got to get those loose balls, especially when it comes all the way back out to the volleyball line.
Here's a pass into Beller at the free throw line. Dribbles it back out front. Hands it off to Lunsford. Lunsford against Olivia Houchins. Fakes, goes the other way. Gives it off in the corner to Turner. Back out to Lunsford. 3 minutes gone here in the second period. Barren leads 19-8. Right side is Turner. Back out to Lunsford again. Lunsford on the move to the right elbow. Giving it back out to Beller. And they go down low, stolen away by Taylor Davis. Davis moves it into the front court. Dishes it off, and here's a layup that's shot over the rim by Bailey Pettigo. Rebound to Turner. Foul on Bailey Pettigo.
Super pass by Taylor in transition. I'm not sure if Bailey could have got her body squared around, and still not sure she didn't get hit across the arm to throw it over the rim.
Mallory Pettigo back in the Trojanet lineup for Bailey Pettigo. 4:33 to play here in the first half. It's a 19-8 Barren County lead. Lunsford will walk it up for the Lady Cats of Franklin-Simpson. Dribbles against Houchins, picks it up now, gives it off to Baker, left of the key, goes into the free throw line, back to Lunsford, fakes, and there's the traveling violation call.
Missed the obvious one, got the not so obvious.
Barren County basketball. Taylor Davis has 12 of Barren County's 19 points here in the game so far. Here's Longston bouncing it out to Houchins. Houchins left side of Davis. Davis had an open look at a three. Throws it back out to Mallory Pettigo. Swings it right side over to Longston. Back out to Davis. Straight away, three. No. And rebound taken off by Atkins for Franklin-Simpson. Here's Turner into the front court with it. We'll hand it off to Lunsford to set up. 3:37 to play here in the second quarter. Lunsford gets rid of it to Baker. Left side of the circle. Turner back to Baker down low. Turns, had it smacked out of her hands. Davis is going to be fouled in the back court, and it's on Turner, and that will be number 2 on her. The 15 foul on Franklin-Simpson. Franklin-Simpson only has one senior on this basketball team, that being LaKayla Atkins.
They really only look for 2 people to score. And those are the 2 people that have scored, Oshie Baker and Jessie Beller, but
right.
They haven't done very much of it.
Yeah, they're both juniors, Baker and Beller. Madison Hume with it, top of the key, Davis fakes, and there's a traveling violation on Davis. It's funny, you get text messages as the game goes on, and people listening to you say, well, you're fading in and out, and you got other people saying, you're sounding good tonight, sounds clear.
It's one or the other.
Can't tell that here. Here's Atkins with a basketball for Franklin-Simpson, giving it out to Turner. Turner bounce pass left side as there's a shot going up, and a traveling violation on Lunsford this time.
Lunsford lost her balance, but we had her defended really well. You could, and I know Piper doesn't want to, and I'm not suggesting she does, but you could defend this team, and you could put all 5 people probably in the paint, and they couldn't get a shot off all night, I don't think.
Longston with the basketball, reverses, back out front, now picks up her dribble, goes to Hadley Hammer, who's in the ball game now for Coach Piper Lindsay. Madison Hume feeds it off to Mallory Pettigo. The shot is short. I don't know if somebody got a hand on that one or what. It came up short. Franklin-Simpson back the other way. Lunsford with the basketball. 2:28 left here in the second. Second quarter brought to you by Joseph A. Wade, your maintenance hardware specialist. And yes, they do repair cylinders and custom make hydraulic hoses. Turner with it out near midcourt. Guarded by Logston. Gets a screen, dribbles left side, bounces right, off to Baker. Baker's going to fire a 15-footer. She walked with it, made a little bunny hop. Here's an offensive rebound, put back up and in by Prince. And it's 19-10 with 2 minutes to play here in the first half. Logston with the basketball for Barren. Bounce pass off to Hume. Hume across out to Hammer. Hammer works to the top of the key now. Goes back right side over to Logston. Now Logston on the dribble. Bounce pass left over to Hammer. Hammer bounces out to Madison Hume. Back to Logston, right of the circle. And now Logston penetrating the lane. Off in the corner. Hume with a 3. It's off the mark. Rebound to Oshie Baker for Franklin-Simpson.
You know, for the most part, they've rebounded pretty well. It's a little bit of a combination. Them rebounding well and us not really going to and hitting the offensive glass very hard.
Lunsford in front court with it for the Lady Cats. Sends it off to Turner. Turner, long bounce pass to the right side. With a minute 15 to play here in the first half. Turner out of the corner, air ball. And Hadley Hammer with it for Barren. Pushing it into the front court. Hammer has it smacked away from behind by Atkins and out of bounds. It'll stay with Barren County. 1:03 to play here in the first half. Barren County 19, Franklin-Simpson 10. Beller is going to return to the Lady Cat lineup. And Baker will check out. Logston will toss it in. In the corner to Hume on the right-hand side. Will put down one dribble, throws it back out to Mallory Pettigo. Over the left now to Houchins with 55 seconds to play. Hadley Hammer now top of the key. Over to Hume. In the corner to Logston. Logston now picks up a dribble, feeds it off. Here's a shot put up. Oh, wide open shot missed by Mallory Pettigo. But it's lost out of bounds by Franklin-Simpson right underneath the Trojanette bucket.
Because it was off Atkins underneath.
And now David Clark will get Tamia Lovin back in the ball game with 40.4 seconds to play before the break. Logston will toss it in the corner to Mallory Pettigo out to Hammer. Hammer top of the circle, feeds to Hume. Hume trying to work it into the lane, is cut off, out to Houchins. Houchins gives it back to Mallory Pettigo, now to Hume. Houchins, right side over to Hammer. Hammer, 23 seconds to play here in the half. Logston giving it to Hume, top of the circle. Wants to drive, she's cut off, reverses it back out. Now Logston. Piper Lindsay wanting a timeout, almost all the way to midcourt to try to call the timeout.
It should be 5.5 on there, at least. But it's called. She was almost on Franklin-Simpson's bench trying to call a timeout to get somebody, to hear. But she was wanting to, you know, it didn't set up necessarily for us to take the last shot. You don't want to do that when there's still about 50, almost a minute left in the quarter. But it worked out that we ran our offense. We didn't force anything. We were patient. And what she wanted to do was get something set up so we could get a quick hitter. And it would have been a little better if she would have got it when she asked for it at 10 seconds instead of, it actually was called at about 5-5, and the clock keeper let it run down to 4-2.
Taylor Davis will toss it in. 4.2 left here in the second quarter. Ball comes out to Logston. Gives to Mallory Pettigo. Going to have to think about a shot here. Logston, they weren't even looking for it. At the half, it is Barren County 19 and Franklin-Simpson 10. We'll come back with our halftime report brought to you by Southern States and
halftime, 29-8. So you see what we have to look forward to over our next 2 games. And Bowling Green is up 21 over Greenwood, 45-24 at the half as well.
As far as the foul situation here in the first half for Franklin-Simpson, it was Prince and Turner that picked up 2. Atkins had 1. Barren County only picked up 3 fouls in the first half. Trojanettes with Mallory Pettigo, Bailey Pettigo, and Olivia Houchins with 1 apiece. 19-10, Barren County with a 9-point lead as we start the third quarter, brought to you by Glass Aggregates, same name, serving this community for over a quarter of a century.
Only 3 turnovers there that half. You think of Franklin-Simpson, you almost think of how much they pressured you, but it's not like we've said a couple times already, the Franklin-Simpson teams of old. This team doesn't even try to pressure you even in the half court, much less get up and try to take the ball away from you in the full court. They're doing a really good job taking care of the ball and just need to translate more of those possessions into actual points, though, this half.
Barren County going back with Mallory Pettigo, along with Kennedy Longston, Taylor Davis, Madison Hume, and Olivia Houchins. And the Trojanettes will have the basketball as we start the third quarter. Sticky man-to-man defense by Franklin-Simpson as Longston handles the basketball out front. Bounce off the left elbow to Davis. Gets a screen from Hume. Bounce pass off to Mallory Pettigo to the right side. She'll send it back out to Houchins. Houchins, top of the key. Works it back to the left side. Gives it off to Hume. Madison Hume putting down the dribble. The free throw line out to Davis. Davis drives into the lane. Kicks it back off to Mallory Pettigo for 3. It's coming off. And rebound to Oshie Baker for Franklin-Simpson. Courtney Turner handling the point here in the third quarter for Coach David Clark.
We only got 1 offensive rebound that whole first half. Just not hitting the glass.
They dump it into Beller, and a foul going to be called from behind on Barren County's Taylor Davis. And that is her first, team's first of the second half.
That's part of the reason we only shot 7 shots in the second quarter. We're not getting second opportunities, and Franklin-Simpson is doing a good job cleaning up our misses.
Goes in underneath the Beller, and she puts it in for 8th point of the game. And now it's a 19-12 Barren County lead. Davis driving, throws it up, and a foul here going to be called against the Lady Cats, sending Taylor Davis to the free throw line for a pair. It's on Oshie Baker.
Taylor's really improved her free throw shooting, and I'll probably jinx her, but she's 5 of 5 tonight at the line.
And the first free throw, and of course they did no good. She'll have one more. 7-11 to play here in the third quarter. 19-12. Second one comes off. Rebound to Beller for Franklin-Simpson. Turner with it, bringing it across the midcourt stripe for the Lady Cats. Drilling to the right side, driving, going to the bucket, puts it up and in.
Can't let that happen. They are a right-handed guard-dominated team. We've got to take that right hand away from them.
Houchins for 3. No good. Rebound Mallory Pettigo. Back up and in.
There's an offensive rebound. She just came running down. Actually, she was transitioning from defense to offense and just kept running. The ball fell in her hand, finished with the left hand.
Barren County's first 2 points in the second half, 21-14. Turner with the basketball for Franklin-Simpson. Bounce pass in the high post. Beller turns, lost the handle, hit somebody's foot, and then Mallory Pettigo went down to tie it up with Beller. It's going to go back to the Lady Cats. 6:27 to play here in the third quarter.
Watch it again, Tyler.
And Courtney Turner will toss it in for Franklin-Simpson, left of the hoop, trying to float it in there to Beller, knocked out of bounds by Davis.
Better job defending that inbounds play. Last time, Beller just sealed us and got an open lane to the basket. That time we cut her off and jammed the cut so she couldn't get the pass.
Lunsford is checked back in the lineup for Coach David Clark. The Lady Cats of Franklin-Simpson. Baker has it left corner out to Lunsford. Lunsford got away with a walk there.
Yeah, they haven't called a whole lot of walks tonight. There's been several, but they haven't really blown the whistle. Kind of let everybody play tonight. It's not really affected the flow or anything of the game.
Lunsford out front with it. Wanted to go left with it and had to get rid of it back to the right side as the Trojanettes were ready to pick off that pass. Over the left side is Lovett, who's back in the game. Tamia Lovett out to Turner, top of the key, bounce pass off to Beller. Beller now stops and feeds it across the lane to Lovett. And back out now to Lunsford again.
Good defense. They've had it for about a minute down there on that end.
Lovett back over to Beller. Beller back to Turner from 18. It's off the mark. Rebound to Kennedy Logston for the Trojanettes. Sends it off left side over to Davis. Crossover move, goes to the basket, puts it up, it's no good. Rebound to Beller for Franklin. 21-14. Trojanettes by 7, 5:22 to play here in the third quarter. As Lunsford has the basketball for the Lady Cats.
It's hard to believe as well as we've played and kept them in check offensively. It's just a 3-possession game.
Yeah. Beller. And a pass picked off of Madison Hume. Pivots around, gives it off to Logston. Logston. Left-handed dribble. Left of the lane. Dishes off. Mallory Pettigo. Shot way short. And rebound taken by Levin for Franklin-Simpson.
I like how Mallory's been ready to shoot, but we have to have more help trying to go get a second look at it.
Bringing it into the front court is Lunsford. Straight away to Levin. Right side to Turner. Back out to Levin. Now back out to Lunsford again. Goes left side with it to Beller. Back to Lunsford. Trojanettes packing in that zone as they work it down underneath the Baker. Shot partially blocked it over to Madison Hume and try to go back there, but it was Baker to foul this time. Madison Hume will commit her first personal foul. That's number 2 on Barren County here in the second half. And at the line is Oshie Baker, 50% shooter on this season. And a field goal in the second quarter. She's actually the leading scorer of the team, averaging 12.5 points a game. We have 2 players that average in double figures. Beller averages just over 10. And Baker at the line. A shot, no good. She'll have one more. With 4:24 to play here in the third quarter as they get Tiasia Prince back in the ball game for Franklin-Simpson. Bailey Pettigo returns for Coach Piper Lindsay. Baker at the line for a second free throw toss, and it's going to come out. Rebound by Taylor Davis. Davis pushing it down the floor, right side. And Brother Pivot couldn't slow down there. And it'll go back to Franklin-Simpson.
Got to use that retreat dribble to slow the momentum going forward.
4:18 left here in the third period, 21-14. Barren County with a 7-point lead. Lunsford will walk it up court on the dribble. Sends it over to Turner on the left side. Turner straight away back out to Lunsford. Now Lunsford wants to drive, cut off the Houchins. Around the perimeter, they go in the left corner, they go into Baker. In a crowd, puts it up and in.
She had 4 around her. She had to work for that one, and without Beller out there, Oshie Baker's their only offensive weapon, and they have 6 this quarter, more than they've had in any other quarter already.
Ball goes to the hands of Bailey Pettigo, had to go chase it down. Now gets rid of the basketball in the left corner. Davis driving baseline. Oh, that shot almost went in. Draws her foul. And she'll have the line for 2 more free throws. Foul is on Franklin-Simpson's Prince. That is her third, team second.
We've only scored 2 points this whole quarter.
And that one, not hardly even up to the rim.
Well, I really jinxed her that time. She made 5 in a row, and since I said that, missed 3 straight.
3:35 left to play. You're in the third. Davis got that one. Nothing but net. 13-point, first point of the second half for the 5'8 senior. It's 22-16. Barren County with a 6-point lead. Lunsford with the basketball for Franklin-Simpson. Trying to get away from Houchins. Drives the basket, splits the defenders, shot it up in the air, an air ball. Houchins comes out of there with it for Barren. Off to Logston. Logston, bounce pass off to Bailey Pettigo. Bailey Pettigo feeds it in the left corner to Hume. Out to Houchins, fakes, moves in, 12-footer, banked it in.
And a couple unconventional People's Bank shots tonight.
Yeah. One
from 3 and that one from a little outside of 12 feet.
24-16, Barren with 2:53 to play here in the third quarter. Lunsford with the basketball, gives it off to Turner on the left wing. They bounce it down inside. Baker, up and under move. Shot is good.
She's got that up and under move down pat. She scored her last 2 buckets using the same move.
Taylor Davis with it for Barren. Bounce pass over to Hume. She'll fire away. Yes!
We're answering shot for shot, though, with them.
There's 2 points.
8-point game now. They actually cut it to 5 was the closest they've been at 21-16.
2:25 left to play here in the third quarter. 26-18 Trojanettes. Ball comes out to Atkins. Atkins out front, puts down a couple of dribbles, sends it over now to Lunsford. Shot no good. Long rebound chased out of the right corner to Taylor Davis.
They're wearing down a little bit. They're having trouble getting back in transition.
Feeds it off to the left corner. Three in the air, no good for Bailey Pettigo. And long rebound out of bounds. Going to give it to Franklin-Simpson. With 1:58 to play is Elizabeth Bertram checking back into the Trojanette lineup here in the second half for Coach Piper Lindsay. And in for Franklin-Simpson is Mikey Doss. She'll replace Courtney Turner with 1:58 to play here in the third quarter. And Lunsford will bring it up.
I think it's really our advantage that they haven't played Beller and Baker together. They're really right now just using both of them to give each other a break. I'd say they'll both be in there the fourth quarter.
Atkins with it on the left side. Out to Dawes, fakes, moves, goes right side with it. In the corner to Lunsford, back out to Atkins, drives, cut off. They go back in the corner again. Now gives it to Doss and back out to Lunsford with 1.5 to play.
You see how oriented they are around the post. They are not a three-point shooting team.
And there's a shot air ball going up out of bounds by Doss. It will go to Barren County with 1:21 to play here in the third quarter.
Right on cue. They've only hit 19 threes all year, shoot 20% from behind the arc. They really don't look to shoot them, and you see why. They, I think, just got impatient that time on offense, got tired of having it, threw it up, airballed it, our ball.
Davis with it, driving, throws it off in the left corner. Houchins with a three, rimmed out. And rebounds loose onto the floor, out of bounds.
I thought it went
off Franklin.
I thought it did too. I thought it actually went off 25. He said it must have went off of Houchins, since she was the only one in the vicinity that had a burgundy jersey on.
1:05 to play here in the third quarter. Lunsford will bring it up for Franklin-Simpson. Lunsford. Now between the circles, sends it left side of the Doss. Took an ocean for the three, but passed it off. Now gives it to Beller. She'll drive, cut off by Davis. Has to get rid of it, off to Lunsford to the right side. He'll curl it back out. 35 seconds to play here in the third quarter. Looks like they may just hold it for one shot here. And there's a traveling violation on Doss. Picked it up before putting the dribble down, and Oshie Baker will return to the Franklin-Simpson lineup. Barren County ball at 24.9 to play. Third period. Hutchins.
Well, press on.
Gets it into Madison Hume. Sends it over to Bailey Pettigo. Over the left side to Houchins. Down to 17 seconds to play. Houchins brings it out to the top, gives to Hume. Now to Bertram. Leaves it with Davis. Davis driving in the lane. Shot blocked in there by Beller. Gets it back though. Bounce pass over to Bertram. 17-footer. Got it.
One of the few second chances we've had, and we made good on it.
28-18. And that will end the third period of play. Trojanettes lead it by 10 over Franklin-Simpson, 28-18. You're following Barren County High basketball on 103.7 Nash Icon. And also Franklin-Simpson 4 of 10 for 40%. Franklin-Simpson shooting 30% overall. Barren County 35.7.
Pretty even quarter there.
And Taylor Davis into the key. Sends it over the right side to Hume. Out now to Hutchins. Hutchins back over to Bailey Pettigo. Sends it out now to Davis. Davis trying to put a tray, can't go. Back over to Hume on the right side. She wants to drive against Baker. She cuts her off. Now back out to Taylor Davis. Right side of the key. Back to Madison Hume. Cross-court pass now to Bailey Pettigo. Down to Taylor Davis. Drives the baseline. Gets around Beller. Puts it up. It's no good. Beller trying to get the rebound. She was over the back. Out of bounds to the Trojanettes.
Franklin-Simpson would have to have their most explosive quarter they've had in the game to even catch up with us where we are right now. So we don't have to do anything spectacular. We just have to take care of the ball. When we've done that tonight, only 4 turnovers.
And Bailey Pettigo, ball going to be batted out of bounds. Try to force it in there to Taylor Davis. Metcalf County Lady Hornets 46, Clinton County 36, starting the 4th. The Coca-Cola scoreboard check. Here's Hutchins. Left side, moves in, throws it back out to Bailey Pettigo, feeds it into Davis. Davis whirls around, shot blocked by Beller, and a foul. That'll be the first foul on Beller, 3 on Franklin here in the second half.
Not a lot of fouls called all game. Really only 5 on us for the game and 8 on Franklin-Simpson.
Free throw, no good for Taylor Davis. She is now 6 of 10 at the charity stripe. She'll have one more. Davis, second toss is going to drop in for her. 14 points for Taylor Davis tonight. The lead is now 11 for Barren County at 29-18. 7:15 to go in the basketball game. Trojans and Wildcats in game 2 of a doubleheader tonight. It ought to be a dandy. Left side is Doss. Feed it off to Beller, top of the key. They get rid of it to Turner, down to the right corner now. They go into Beller. Twisting, turning around, puts it up, it's no good. Try to get around the rebound. Ball is loose, it goes out of bounds, and goes back to Franklin-Simpson. 6:55 to play here in the 4th. 29-18, Barren County. Turner will toss it in the lane. Baker fires away. It is no good. Ball batted around, and Bailey Pettigo has it for the Trojanettes. Little high dribble, feeds it off to Bertram. Bertram goes to the basket, flips it up, it's no good, but a foul. Foul is on Dawes. That is her first, and that'll be the Lady Cats' 4th team foul, sending the 8th grader Elizabeth Bertram to the free throw line. 4 points tonight, averaging 6 a game. Free throw, good. 53% free throw shooter, but nothing but net on that one. Extends the lead to 12. And that one is missed, and the ball is going to be out of bounds. Franklin-Simpson's going to get it. Mallory Pettigo back in the Trojanette lineup now with 6:42 to play in the basketball game. 30-18, Barren County. Runs through the basketball out front, gives it to Turner. Now Turner puts down one dribble, fires it off to Beller. Davis cuts her off, giving it back out now to Lunsford. Lunsford back over the right corner to Turner. They feed it in there to Baker. Turnaround shot is no good. A foul on the Trojanettes. Madison Hume will pick up her 2nd personal. That's the 3rd Trojanette foul of the half. And Oshie Baker 0 for 2 at the line tonight so far with 6 points in the basketball game. Puts it up and in. They'll make it 30-19 with 6:20 to play. Baker for the 2nd charity toss. And she missed that one. Nice rebound by Taylor Davis. Foul on Franklin-Simpson. Going to be on Lunsford. That's her first. 5 on Franklin-Simpson. They're going to pick up full court. As get the ball in play to Mallory Pettigo. She'll work it up court against Lunsford. Angling off to the left side. Bounce pass to Bailey Pettigo. Bailey Pettigo finds a little gap there. Feeds it out to Hume. Now back out to Davis. Top of the key. Wanted to make a move on Lunsford. Now they dish it off. Bailey Pettigo back out to Hume. Hume on the left side, drives in the lane, fires up the shot, and almost banked it in. Whistle, foul on the rebound as Bailey Pettigo went to the floor. And Doss will commit her second personal. That is the 6th Lady Cat foul of the second half. Mallory Pettigo to toss it in. Underneath to Davis. Davis will put it up and no good. Rebound cleared out by Turner. Tried to draw the foul there and didn't get it. Here's Lunsford. Down the left side. Pulls up. Gives it out to Turner with 5:43 to play in the ball game. Back to Lunsford. Lunsford now, back left side over to Beller. Feeds it down low to Baker. Turns and fires, and it comes off. Ball slapped around. Baker gets her own rebound, but that should be a traveling violation there. The ball tipped around, slapped around, loose ball, and whistle. Going to have a foul here. They're going to put it on Baker. They're throwing out the forearm, and Baker will pick up her second. That it will be 7 on Franklin-Simpson here in the second half. As the inbounds pass comes to Mallory Pettigo as a player-controlled foul. Mallory Pettigo, bounce pass left to Bailey Pettigo. Open look at a 3. Now goes baseline. Feeds it out, and it's deflected up in the air by Baker. Chased down to the backcourt by him. They're going to call over and back.
Yeah, we'll talk about it. If she'd have let it go to the other side for sure, it would not have been a violation. But just because she hit it on our side of the floor and then gained control on the other side, I'm not sure what they'll decide.
Well, Trojanettes going to get it back.
It's a break.
And now Todd Duff going to have to come over and explain it.
I don't know the rule. Obviously, I don't know the rule book that well for basketball in certain scenarios, but it would have nullified the over and back since we hit it, or it was deflected over across, but because she touched it again, it would have had to have been possession, though, to make a difference, is what I think the official is saying.
All right, well, Bailey Pettigo will toss it in a midcourt across the way. Gets it into Hume. She'll turn with it against Baker. Puts down the dribble, and timeout to Piper Lindsay. This will be a 30-second timeout. 5:03 left to go here in the fourth quarter. The Trojanettes lead.
And I think they've only had 5 games when they've actually been above 40. So they do not score. That was the advantage, the big advantage that we had coming in here tonight.
5:03 left to go here in the basketball game. Trojanettes 30, Franklin-Simpson 19. Barren County's basketball across the way. As ball comes in, Taylor Davis, he's going to drive to the baskets, try to split the defenders. The ball's going to go off of Franklin-Simpson and out of bounds. And so it'll be Mallory Pettigo to toss it in right side of the bucket. Still looking. Feeds it in there to Davis. Out it comes to Bertram. Bertram, left elbow or jumper, no good. Crashing the board is Beller for Franklin-Simpson. Lunsford quickly in front court, angles off right. They'll bring it back out to set up. Now dribbles off left, gives it to Turner. Back out to Lunsford. They beat it into Baker. Got a foul. A holding foul on Madison Hume. Their third, team's fourth of the second half.
Yeah, and plenty away from the bonus.
Ball gets away, and Mallory Pettigo down to the floor, fighting for it, still scrambling for it. Well, it takes a little while for him to finally blow the whistle there. We'll go to Franklin-Simpson to the alternating possession. 4:33 play here in the ball game. Comes into Baker. Into lane. Shot no good. Another foul.
We've had plenty of shots at it, 5, and haven't had anything to go down. That was another attempt for them. It was pretty much, 2 foot in and couldn't get it to go down. But still, we put them on the line with a chance to cut it. Still 4:30 to go. I know they don't score a lot of points, but still, when it's this many possessions away from being a competitive ball game, what is that, 3? If she hits this, it's a 3-possession game, even though they haven't hit a 3. It's still technically a 3-possession game.
Baker hit the first one to make it a 30-20 ball game. She'll have one more. Baker now with 8 points on the evening. 30-20, Barren County. Baker back up in the free throw stripe. Second shot is on the way, and it's good too. And now they'll pick up with full court pressure, 30-21. Mallory Pettigo.
Yeah, that was great full court pressure. They pressured everybody except the person having the ball.
Well, they got Baker out guarding Mallory Pettigo. Here's Loxton getting a lot of pressure from Lunsford. Now gives it to Bailey Pettigo, and a foul here on Beller, and that'll be her second.
That'll put us on the line, right?
Yep. And so Bailey Pettigo with a couple of field goals in the first half, 1 of 3, the other one of 2. At the line for the 1-1. Shot goes up, and it is good. Bailey Pettigo coming into tonight's game is only shooting 35% from the line. 6 of 21, missed that one though. And rebound to Baker off to Franklin-Simpson. 31-21, down to 4:10 left to play here in the third. Atkins with it for Franklin-Simpson.
They've got to do something offensively in a hurry, and they don't get in a hurry about much on the offensive end of the floor.
Turner with it out front, left side, back to Atkins. They go into Baker, and she puts it up. It's no good. Try to get on a rebound, clears it out, puts it back up. It's no good. Rebound taken by Mallory Pettigo.
Fortunate there. She had actually one really good look at it, one decent one, and missed both.
Of course, Baker is their leading scorer in the season, averaging 12.5 points a game, despite the only average 35 a game. Bertram going to score, and diving for it was Atkins. Jump ball goes to Barren. 3:35 left to go.
It's been a long quarter for not very many points being put up.
Mallory Pettigo guarded out there by Baker. Still on the dribble.
Spread it out, use some clock, make them defend us.
Bertram driving, throws up the shot. It's short. Rebound Davis, back up, no good, but a foul. Taylor Davis will head to the free throw line. Turner picks up her third personal. That's the 9th foul of the second half against the Lady Cats. Taylor Davis at the line. First free throw is good. She's got 15 points, had 12 in the first half. Beller going to check out for Franklin-Simpson. She's replaced by Prince to play. And it's either going to be, going to be a 30.
They actually got it to 5. We closed the quarter on what I think was a 5-0 run and got it back to 10. And since then, we've outscored them by a total of 11 to 5. So, yeah, they got close, but we didn't give in. We made enough buckets, and we defended well enough that we should take care of business here and have a winnable game against Warren Central tomorrow night, who was up big at halftime over Warren East, who's still yet to win a game. Warren Central was up 21 at the half, so they'll probably
play Warren East tonight.
Yeah, they'll probably get plenty of the players in and get plenty of rest, something we weren't necessarily able to do for everybody tonight.
Warren Central beat this Franklin-Simpson ball club on Tuesday night, 41-32.
Yeah, they actually beat them twice, once by 9 and once by 6.
Bounce pass off to Belly on the right side against Davis. Out to Turner. They feed it down in line. It looked like she walked with it.
Yeah,
she's going to have a foul.
She gets a huge advantage. That time she did a little hop to try to get her body squared up to the goal and was able to go up into Mallory, who drew the foul.
Of course, Baker kind of big-bodied out there. Got her listed at 5'8". Baker's hit 3 out of the last 4 free throw attempts, and this shot goes up and it comes off. Baker for the second of 2 in the air, and she got that one. 32-22, Loxton with it in the backcourt for the Trojanettes against Lunsford. Gets it across the line. Fiddles with the left hand, down left side of the lane. Brings it back out now. Getting a lot of pressure out there from Lunsford. And ball Davis pushes it down the floor. Angles off left. Coors out. Leaves it out there with Mallory Pettigo with a minute 49 to play. Right side is Bertram. Bertram feeds it off to Davis. Gets bumped in there by Baker. And they're going to call a traveling violation. 1:40 left in the game. 10-point game here. Trojanettes 32, Franklin-Simpson 22. Lunsford driving. And we're going to have a foul on Kennedy Logston. Her first. And that's going to be 7 on the Trojanettes here in the second half as Deasia Prince returns to the Franklin-Simpson lineup. Lunsford at the line. She's an 86% free throw shooter. Missed it. Rebound, Mallory Pettigo. Ball stripped away out of her hands, but it's going to be off of Atkins. So Barren County ball against the full court pressure by Franklin-Simpson. Comes into Mallory Pettigo. Minute and a half to play. The pressure from Prince. Gets it across the line, left side. Now reverses back to the right. Goes to Bertram with it. Bertram, and ball batted away, stolen by Beller. Try to go to Davis. Beller missed the shot. Going to be a foul here on Taylor Davis. Her second, team's 8th.
It's a good foul by Taylor just to make sure, even though she was coming behind, that Beller was unable to complete a three-point play. She made sure she went for the ball. Actually, I think she deflected and hit the ball in the foul attempt.
Shot no good for Beller. 67% at the line of the season. Madison Hume and Olivia Houchins returns to the Barren County lineup with a minute 16 to play.
They're just a 60% free throw shooting team.
Yeah.
So they don't get a whole lot of points there, but like you know, they don't get a whole lot of points anyway.
Right. Well, Turner gets the rebound off the missed shot. Franklin-Simpson keeps it alive. Turner drives in the lane, throws up the shot. It's no good. Rebound taken by Mallory Pettigo.
Got a minute to run off. And if they're not going to come pressure, so let's just keep it right there.
32-22. Bounce pass off to Madison Hume on the near side. Hume will dribble it out. Throws it into Bailey Pettigo. She'll curl out with it with 48 seconds to play. Trojanettes just going to try to hang on to the basketball. But first we have G. Baker back in the Lady Cat lineup. Bailey Pettigo tosses it up and in. No, it came off. Rebound taken by Franklin-Simpson. Lunsford racing down the floor with it. Lunsford angles off right, feeds to Turner. She puts it up short. Battle for the rebound, whistle. And we got a foul call.
We'll get it on us. If there's been one negative tonight, I think it's been rebounding. I mentioned a couple times I didn't think we were being aggressive enough on the offensive boards, and especially here this fourth quarter, we've let them get several second chances, and this one, these foul free throw attempts will come because of that as well.
Free throw is good for Turner. That's her third point of the game.
But they don't have any field goals. Nobody has a field goal.
Neither team.
That's odd, very odd. We'll still hold them under 30, though, more than likely, even though she hit that one and put it up to 33-24, which is 38 seconds.
In the backcourt is Bailey Pettigo, gets tripped up. And she'll head to the free throw line once again. Lunsford commits the foul, her second. Team's 10th, so it'll be 2 shots for Bailey Pettigo. 34 seconds to play. 33-24, Trojanettes. Free throw, no good. Baker back in for Franklin-Simpson, replacing Prince. And this one's going to come up short. Rebound taken by Lunsford. Lunsford racing right side, goes into the lane, trying to dish it off underneath the Baker. Ball batted away, and it's going to go out of bounds. Trojanettes ball at 24.2. And it'll be Bailey Pettigo to toss it in. And timeout by Piper Lindsay. Full timeout with 24.2 to play. Trojanettes 33, Franklin-Simpson 24. We invite you to stay tuned for our CPC Commodities post-game report. And we'll also get some coaches' comments from Piper Lindsay. And here's a score in as we take a look at the Coca-Cola scoreboard check. Glasgow leading South Warren after 5, 37-32.
South Warren still rated 2. And they were rated 2 in the lifting house in one poll this week, weren't they? Bowling Green was 1, Bowling Green girls were 1, and then South Warren girls were 2. And I think we both kind of disagreed with that.
And the lifting house ratings that came out today: Monroe County number 2, South Warren 3, Glasgow 4, and Allen 5 behind Bowling Green. And then that was in the Cantrell ratings, where South Warren was number 2. And in the Bowling Green Daily News Prep Poll, Bowling Green, Monroe, Allen, South Warren, and Glasgow, 1 through 5.
Yeah, that's a 1-point game, 30 seconds left, so it'll be an exciting finish between 2 of the top-rated teams. But conversely, Warren Central has doubled up Warren East, 64-32, and that was a final. So we've got a tough game tomorrow, but a winnable one.
There's going to be a foul at midcourt. Reach against Turner, and I believe that will be it for Courtney Turner. She'll foul out with 4 points tonight. 21.9. Taylor Davis will be at the line for Barren County to shoot 2. And Baker will come in. Also, let's see, who's coming in for to be 11. Metcalfe County Lady Hornets over Clinton County tonight. Did you get that score?
I did.
64-52 Metcalfe County over Clinton County, the District 16 matchup.
Another final. Bowling Green 84, Greenwood 43. No surprise again there.
And Davis missed the free throw. We've got another foul here.
For a game that didn't have very many fouls called up into the last few minutes, there's been a lot of free throws shot here at the end.
This time it's Mallory Pettigo, and she puts it in. 34-24. 18.9 to play. Third point of the night for Mallory Pettigo. This one goes up and it's no good. Rebound to Atkins, swings it down the floor to Baker. Baker on the right side, reverses, pivots around, throws up the shot, good off the glass. That's their first field goal of the fourth quarter. The only field goal between the two teams in the fourth period of play. 11.1 seconds to go. Barren County 34, Franklin-Simpson 26. And did you get the final on Glasgow South Warren?
I didn't get the final. I was right
there. It is. I just now got it.
Right down the other.
Glasgow wins by 1 over South Warren, 44-43.
No change there. That was the way it was with just a few seconds left. And district final, though, Allen County beat Monroe County by 2, 49-47. Monroe County turned it over with about 17 seconds left, and Savannah Gregory got fouled, made the free throw, and Allen County looks like that make them the 1 seed so far. We're through the first 3 games.
Well, they beat Glasgow.
And then they beat Monroe, right?
They beat Monroe, so right now they are the number 1 seed.
We both kind of thought through the first round, the first 3 games, that is, the first half of the district schedule. Maybe Monroe County was a little bit better than everybody we had seen, but obviously each game brings a different dynamic.
And you think about that, setting up a Glasgow-Monroe County first-round game in the district as of right now, unless something changes.
Well, no matter how
Still a long way to go, but
no matter how it is, there's going to be two of the top 5 teams in the region,
and one's not going to make it. Ball comes in to Loxton. And it back tap, chases it down. 6 seconds to play. And a foul here with 5 seconds remaining. Going to put Kennedy Loxton at the free throw line to shoot 2. On Atkins, her second personal foul. Be 2 shots for Kennedy Loxton. She has not scored tonight. Free throw, no good. 53% free throw shooter on the year. Baker replacing Prince for Franklin-Simpson. Loxton back of the line for one more. And it's on the way. We got a lane violation. Baker got in the lane too quickly, so Kennedy Loxton will get another toss at it here. Free throw. No good again. Davis chased down the rebound, but stepped on the end line in the corner. So it will be Franklin-Simpson ball with 3.3 to play. Atkins throws it out to Levin. Levin roasts it down the right side, pulls up high, arching through at the horns, and air ball, and that's the ball game. And the Trojanettes win it by a score of 34-26 over Franklin-Simpson, as the Lady Cats drop to 4-13 on the year. First quarter of action, sponsored by Citizens First Bank. Faces you have grown to know, banking services you can trust. We'll keep you updated on some of the other boys' games going on around the region tonight. Try to keep tabs on that Monroe County, Allen County, Scottsville game for sure. And also Glasgow against South Warren. Greenwood playing Bowling Green tonight in a doubleheader.
Warren East, Warren Central too, right?
Warren Central, Warren East. And of course,
our next two boys.
Next two opponents. So, yeah.
Girls, yeah.
And we'll be at Warren East on Tuesday. Don't have too many home games in January.
Yeah, that'll be a constant phrase out of your mouth. We'll be at. Seems like a little bit everywhere. Got to go to Logan County, got to go to Warren East, got to go, obviously, to Glasgow again, got to go over to Monroe County for our district game. So we got two of our last three district games on the road. So it'll be February, really, before we have a couple more games at home. But we talked about it after this week. We're about halfway through the season. Yeah, both boys and the girls have played. This will be the 16th boys game, and almost the same for the boys. For the girls.
Yeah, it was the 15th game of the girls tonight. Yeah, this is the 16th game of the season for the boys.
You never know when we've had a fairly mild winter so far, but you'll never know when we'll get a little bit of snow and have to cancel one or two. But hopefully that won't be the case, and we have nowhere near the winter like we did last year as far as the snow is concerned.
As we talked about again, only home games in January. Of course, we had one last Saturday against Glasgow. This Saturday against Warren Central. Won't be another until the 22nd against Allen County, Scottsville.
That's our last district game, and then our last home district game is what I mean. And then you have the last couple. Well, then you just had the last one. That's actually Glasgow on the road.
I think three in February. I don't have the schedule in front of me, but I know we play Metcalf, Greenwood, Hart. All those will be at home. We have homecoming and senior night. This season is rapidly passing us by.
It always goes fast. It seems like it's gone a little bit quicker than normal. Yeah, we got Greenwood, Hart, Russell, and Metcalf all
right. Russell County, I forgot about that.
Ones and then we obviously finished the year this year at Clinton County with our annual Valentine's Day Marathon.
Yeah, they go to Cumberland and Clinton both this year. Usually it's the other way around, but Clinton County game was canceled last year because of snow, and so that ends up having to go back to Clinton County this year, and of course Cumberland County on the road. So 2 trips down Highway 90 instead of one this year. Now, let's hope the Trojans are fired up and ready to go. Wade Coomer, Jared Coomer, Nick May, Gavin Driver, Billy Jackson. As the Trojans be moving left to right here in this first half. Franklin-Simpson right to left.
You know, you should be up to play all games, but some more so than others. I thought we should have been ready to play against Bowling Green with it being against the top team. I think you should be ready, especially again tonight, going against another one of the top teams in Franklin-Simpson and Tavin Lovett.
Tavin Lovett in the jump circle for Franklin-Simpson. Barren County's Wade Coomer. Todd Duff tosses it up, and Franklin-Simpson will control it. It's Radcliffe with the basketball on the left side. He'll bring it out against Wade Coomer. He'll send it off now to Lovin. Lovin in the lane. His floater good.
We cannot let him get that deep. That was extremely easy. One bounce, pull up a 6-footer.
2-0 Franklin-Simpson with the early lead. Nick May with the basketball. Right side, Gavin Driver got around. His defender lays it up and in.
We've identified a mismatch already. Jordan Bass is no match for Gavin Driver.
He's at 6'2", 215, and Driver at 6'7". 2-2 the score. Played a little over 30 seconds here in the opening quarter. Here's Dokes with the basketball. Or rather, Payne. Giving it off to Tavin Lovin. Long three in the air. No good. Batted up in the air. Pulled down. Trying to go back up with it. It's blocked. Nick May with the basketball for Barren. Sends it way down the floor to Driver. He'll go inside. Missed the shot. Trying to get his own rebound. And it's going to be taken in there by 23, which I don't have a name for. Unless they made some switches on us here, we'll have to figure that out. Lovin with the basketball out of the right side. Now wants to drive left. He'll give it off. 3-point in the air. No good. And rebound taken by Jared Coomer. Wade gives it off now to Nick May. 6:35 to play. First quarter, 2-2 to score. Mabe, top of the key. Over the right side, Wade Coomer. Down low to Driver. Turns, lost the handle, threw it up. He's going to be fouled. And he'll head to the line to shoot two. The foul is going to be on Franklin-Simpson, number 23. Gavin Driver at the line for two shots. Shot goes up. It's good.
I think they said Carliso Dokes.
So he's 23 tonight instead of 20. Okay. Driver back at the stripe. Free throw is no good. Ball batted down long. Nick Mabe saves it in bounds to Jared Coomer. Here's Wade Coomer, right side, deflected. Out of bounds by 11. Ball comes out to Billy Jackson, gives to Nick Mabe. He's going to drive, cut off to Jared Coomer. High three, no good. Rebound Jackson. Jackson left baseline, brings it back out to Nick Mabe, takes the three, drives into the paint. He'll float it up. It is no good. Rebound to Tavin Levin. Franklin-Simpson on the run, 11 to the rack, lays it up, rolls it out the rim, batted up in the air, pulled down by Nick Mabe. Long pass down the floor to Wade Coomer on the right side. He gets bumped out of bounds by Dalen Payne. That'll be his first. Franklin-Simpson's first foul of the game. 3-2, Trojans lead it over Franklin-Simpson with 5:54 to go here in the first period. And now a couple of substitutions. Jackson Caudill, 6 foot, 175 junior. And Josiah Roby, 5'8", 150, a junior, check into the Franklin-Simpson lineup. Nick Mabe with the basketball. Here's the alley-oop. It was intended for Driver. And out of bounds. Nobody there to catch it.
He got checked by 11 there, and he got knocked off his route. Nick threw it, just hoping he'd be there. Kind of like a quarterback, but the receiver wasn't there.
Jackson Caudill in the lane. Partially blocked the Driver. They're going to say he fouled him. His first, team's first. And that's going to put Caudill at the free throw line. He averages 5 points a game on the season. The southpaw puts it up. It is good. Caudill's only been to the line 8 times this year, hit 4 of them. And this one is up, and it's good. 4-3, Franklin-Simpson, 5:35 to play here in the opening quarter. Nick Mabe with the basketball, gives it over to Wade Coomer.
It's the 1-2-2 full court.
In the middle, Mabe weaves it down underneath to Jared Coomer. Had it blocked in there by Tavin Levin.
I don't think he got a good handle on it. Had to re-grab it and then put it up, which allowed them to catch up.
And outside with it is Dokes. Going baseline. Here's a shot put up, no good. Tapped out by Tavin Levin in the hands of Wade Coomer. And here's Coomer in front court, right side, trying to make a move. Straight away, three. Got it.
Got to get Wade going.
Got that one off the dribble.
That was step back three. Only took 10 shots in the Bowling Green game and never really got great looks. He got a couple good ones, but couldn't get it going. I think he lost a little bit of confidence. Hopefully that'll get him going there tonight.
6-4, Barren County leads it. Roby with it, out front. Bounces it off to Levin, top of the key. Left side is Radcliffe. Radcliffe now sends it out to Caudill. Now over the right side, and back in there to Radcliffe off the window and in.
Gavin and Wade actually screened each other. We got to step through screens and communicate. You cannot allow that curl cut layup.
Tied at 6, 4:19 to play here in the opening quarter. Nick Mabe with the basketball for Barren. Straight away off to Wade Coomer. Down to Jackson to the right side. Feeds it in the lane. Nick Mabe can't get it to go. Tapped up in the air. Driver tried to tap it up and had it smacked out of his hands and out of bounds. We got a foul call. And this one will be charged to number 4, and that's Josiah Roby. His first, Wildcats second of the half.
We actually got a good cut and look, but Nick had to rush it. Thought he had a hand in his face and against a shot blocker.
Ball comes out and hit the back of the backboard there. It's tipped by Levin. So the Trojans keep it. Comes in the corner to Driver. He'll send it out to Nick Mabe. May bounce pass, left corner. Wade Coomer turns and fires a three. It's off the mark. Jared Coomer, the offensive rebound. And he is going to be fouled by Roby, his second, team's third.
We're only 2 fouls away. We're really 3 fouls away from the bonus.
The team's fourth, that is. Nick May on the left right baseline, the corner. Wade Coomer fakes, drives in, dumps it back off the driver, top of the key. Bounce pass in the corner from Jared Coomer to Nick May. Back to Jared, hands it back off to Nick May.
They stay in the zone. We had a great inbounds play against the zone that had Wade a three. I'm not sure why he was a little trigger shy on it, but we still got the offense going.
He'll give it off in the right corner. Jared Coomer, three. Air ball. Taken by Payne for Franklin-Simpson.
They had numbers, but we got back.
Left corner, three ball is short. Billy Jackson goes for the rebound and threw it off. Shot goes off the glass, no good, and then put up and in.
I'm not sure Billy had to save it in bounds. He had a little bit more room over there than he thought, and the Franklin-Simpson player reacted, backed up, and didn't get it out of bounds off of him.
I think it was Radcliffe that had the follow-up shot. I couldn't see there. Nick Mabe over the left side to Jared Coomer. Back to Nick Mabe, top of the key. Out to Wade Coomer. Back out to Mabe. Wade Coomer back to Mabe. Round to the left side to Jared Coomer. Back out to Wade Coomer. Trying to drive in traffic. Dumps it off down to Jackson. Feeds it off to Driver. He lays it up. Missed the shot. And taken by Tavin Levin. It should have been goaltending, I think. And didn't get it. Levin with it on the right side. Gonna launch it. Three-pointer. Air ball. Wade Coomer couldn't handle it underneath the basket. And Franklin's gonna get it back. Mason Perkins, 5'11", 168, a senior, along with Branson London, 6'2", 155, a junior. Check into the lineup for Coach Warren Cunningham. 8-6, Franklin-Simpson, 2:23 to play here in the opening quarter. Ball's floated up to Payne. Payne on the dribble against Perkins. He'll drive. He'll run into Wade Coomer. And an offensive foul on Payne, his second. That'll be Franklin-Simpson's fifth.
Excellent use of help defense. We kind of guided him in there, knew we were beat, and we didn't try to reach over top and try to help out. Instead, let Wade take the charge and get the ball back.
Driver with it out top, gives to Nick Mabe. Now Mabe jumps it over to Wade Coomer. Back over to Mabe in the left wing. Feeds it down in there, and a reverse shot up and in to Branson London. Gonna flip that with up over his shoulder.
Yeah, that was nice awareness to know where he was and what he had to do to get it up quick, get away from the defense.
8-8 to score, a minute 45 to play here in the opening quarter. Payne with the basketball. It's smacked loose by Mason Perkins. Fires it up to Nick Mabe. Nick Mabe out of the left side. He'll circle it up. Right corner, wide open three. Yes! Mason Perkins knocking it down from downtown.
Get some contribution from our bench there. Last two field goals by Perkins and London.
11-8 Barren County, a minute 17 to play here in the first. Tavin Levin with it against Branson London. Spins inside, shot no good. Batted up in the air, out of bounds. Barren County's ball.
After that first shot attempt, the rest of them forced him into a deep three, and then that one and most of the other ones have been really well contested. He's having a hard time getting going.
Doakes back in the ball game for Franklin-Simpson, along with Alex Gilbert, a 5'11", 175 sophomore, and Deshaun Martin. 1:05 to play here in the first quarter. Barren leading 11-8. Nick Mabe with the basketball for the Trojans. He'll send it straight away over to Wade Coomer. Back over to Mabe. Mabe on the dribble out front. Back over to London to the right side. 53 seconds to play.
You think they watched the film of us against a 2-3 zone for Bowling Green?
Oh, yeah. London, right side corner. Wade Coomer. He'll feed it back off to London for the three. Bottom!
That helps. That helps a whole lot. When you start knocking down those outside shots, that opens up that lane where we just could not get to the other night.
14-8. Branson London with his fifth point already. They carried on. No whistle on that. He'll send it back off to the right side in the corner now. And back out front again. They'll try to drive. They throw it back. He walked. No whistle there. Walking, and no whistle at all. Gilbert with the basketball with 11 seconds to play. Back out front to Radcliffe. Radcliffe starts his move against Mason Perkins, and there's a foul.
That's okay.
This first team's second. Franklin-Simpson ball with 4.6 remaining here in the first period.
The only negative thing that foul did was got Levin back in to play offense.
Comes into Levin. Levin's going to pull up and shoot a three-point shot. It's off the back iron. Jared Puma the rebound. And that ends the first period of play. After one, it's Barren County 14, Franklin-Simpson 8. We'll return in a moment. You're following Barren County High basketball on 103.7 Nash Icon.
It's new Easter for Saturday sale, today and Sunday too, with 50 to 75% savings. Save on incredible... WeightWatchers.com. Starter fee waived through March 14th. Purchase of online or meeting sign required.
You're listening to Barren County Sports on 103.7 Nash Icon.
This is President Head Girls Basketball Coach Piper Lindsay, and we are BC.
Trojans 14, Wildcats 8 as we start the second period of play. Brought to you by Joseph A. Wade, your maintenance hardware specialist. Yes, they do repair cylinders and custom-make hydraulic hoses. Trojans 5 of 13 the first quarter, 38.5%. Franklin-Simpson was 3 of 11 for 27.3. Barren had 11 rebounds. Franklin-Simpson had 4. Here's Wade Coomer. He's open but doesn't take the shot. He'll feed it off in the corner on the left side to Nick Mabe. Sends it back out to Wade Coomer. Barren had 3 turnovers in the first quarter. Franklin-Simpson had 2. Mason Perkins swings it left side to Wade Coomer. Out top, here's Jared Coomer. Right side over to Perkins. Perkins looking inside, can't get it to Wade. Comes back out to Nick Mabe. Mabe, top of the circle. He'll go left side over to Jared Coomer. Jared Coomer back out to London. Toganosha shoot a 3. And now passes it off to Nick Mabe. Out to Wade Coomer. He can't get a shot away. Takes it off to the right side. Now he's covered up. He gives it back out to Nick Mabe. Almost a minute gone here in the second. Right side, Wade Coomer trying to get a screen there. Gives it back off to London. Left side to Mabe. Mabe working, spinning, into lane, up to the left hand. No good. Try to get his own rebound. Going to be taken away by Dokes.
I think that was deflected.
Yeah, Dokes sends it off right side of Gilbert. Gilbert will bring it out. He's guarded closely by Mason Perkins. He gets away from him, pulls up free throw line. No. Line drive shot, batted against the board. Ball slapped back out long. And they go back to the left side now. And Franklin-Simpson keep it alive. Tavin Levitt, who scored only a field goal in the first period, takes London one-on-one, goes to the basket, and he's going to be fouled. His first and Barron's third of the half. Gavin Driver, Billy Jackson returning to the Trojan lineup for Mason Perkins and Wade Coomer. Franklin-Simpson basketball on an 8. Gilbert will toss it in. Almost tipped away by London, but grabbed by Dokes, who go left side with it to Levin. Levin, three-pointer in the air. Swish.
He's giving him space on the last 2, maybe 3 attempts, and he hadn't hit him. Got to get out there and challenge him, because we have help if he decides to pull that down and go by you.
13-11. Barren County with a 3-point lead. Almost 2 minutes gone here in the second. London with the basketball in the right corner. Feeds it off to Jared Coomer, the right elbow. Back to London for 3. It's off to Mark, and the rebound pulled down by Ragland. D. Ragland in the ball game. 5'6" and a sophomore. Here's Levin. Out of the lane. Floater. Got it. That's a charge there. On Levin will take the basket away.
Billy hung in there, even though he got him on the way down, and a lot of times they let that go. we'll take that, wipe the Lovin basket away, and keep our three-point advantage and get the ball.
That is the 16th foul of the Wildcats here in the first half.
And we'll take shooting the bonus the rest of the 5 minutes and 30 seconds here left, too.
McNabe off the right side, comes back left, gives it off to Wade Coomer. He's going to drive to the basket, fadeaway shot, no good. And rebound taken by Lovin. He's going to push it down the floor. He's going to go to the basket. He'll put it up, no good. Follow up is good by Ragland. 14-13, Trojan lead diminished to 1.
Yeah, need a field goal. 3 minutes, almost 3 minutes gone. Don't have
it. Back dribble. Mabe off to Jackson. They'll give it back out to Mabe. 5:08 to play in the first half. Billy Jackson with it. Left side. They go into Driver. He turns and misses, but a foul going to be called against Martin. Franklin-Simpson, his first, team 7. And Gavin Driver for 2 shots.
They've switched the matchup. They don't have Bass in there anymore, so we can't really take advantage of him.
Here's Gavin Driver. His first free throw shot's good. Barren County with 3 of their 5 field goals from long range here.
I really like this lineup for us right now. They have no size, and they have no Tavin Lovin in there. That's Franklin-Simpson. This is where we really need to go to work and add to some points.
And they're going to catch Driver over the back on the foul, and that's going to be his second. Team's 4th. So Branson London will come back to the ball game, and Driver will have to go to the bench with those 2 fouls at the 5:02 mark of the second quarter.
That's not a smart foul to go over the back and try to tap it, because A, that stops the clock, so it gives Lovin just enough of a break. They put it back in. What we really needed there was him on the bench to play a long stretch back and forth, no whistles to keep him out.
Bringing it up court is Trey Radcliffe for the Wildcats. He'll send it off to Gilbert. Back to Radcliffe. Back over to Gilbert. Back to Radcliffe. He goes off the screen. Left side of Dokes. Back to Radcliffe. They'll send it back out now to Roby. Or Cottle, that is. Now looking back over to Radcliffe for the right side. Bounce pass left to Dokes. Cross-court pass, knocked away. Wade Coomer's got it for the Trojans, then loses it as Radcliffe has it off to Lovin. Spin move, goes up, forces up the shot. They're going to call a foul. Billy Jackson, that's his first, team's 5th. Lovin at the line for 2 shots. Free throw is good. Lovin for the second free throw toss in the air, and it comes off, and Wade Coomer gets the rebound. McNabe. Over to Wade Coomer. And Coach Warren Cunningham will take a timeout here.
Warren had to call timeout because the official had a 10-second. Out of the 10 seconds, he had 8 seconds with no defense.
Yeah, I agree with Coach.
Yeah. Well, had to burn a timeout there in a situation where you want to keep your timeouts unguarded. You don't ever expect to get a 10-second call or a violation against you.
.408 to play here in the first half. Barren County 15, Franklin-Simpson 14. McNabe will toss it in play to Wade Coomer. He'll leave it off with Nick May. Mabe on the dribble, right side of the Wade Coomer. He's going to be in a trap in the corner, trying to go baseline. He can't. Give it back out to Jared Coomer. Had a smack to his hands. Looked like a foul there, but no whistle.
Yeah, foul actually foul both ways.
And we got a whistle now. And a traveling violation. What is that?
I did not see it. I was still kind of looking over where the other play initiated. We can't get caught up. Can't get caught up in necessarily what's not being called. We've got to be strong with the basketball.
Barren County zone defense, 2-3. Dokes hands it off out there to Gilbert. Gilbert will leave it with Radcliffe. Radcliffe back left side of Dokes. He launches it for 3. It's off the mark. Rebound to Branson London. Now they pass to Nick Mabe. Mabe on the left side of the floor. Now gives it to Branson London. Gives to Wade Coomer. He'll bring it out. Back over to London, the right wing. Dumps it down to Jared Coomer. Poster there, and a right-handed hook shot. Spins out. Rebound to Tavin Levin. Levin pulls up, backs away. Top of the key. Going to fire a 3, and it is no good. And rebound to Wade Coomer for the Trojans. 2:55 to play in the first half.
Left him alone.
Low-scoring ball game here. As the Trojans have only got 1 point here in the second quarter. Jared Coomer with the basketball, floats it over the left side to Nick Mabe.
Yeah, they turned up the defense. We haven't gotten anything. I thought maybe those threes that we hit would open up the lane. Nick, 2 games in a row now, hasn't been able to get inside the paint and finish with that left hand.
High post, Jared Coomer trying to feed it into Jackson. We get a foul call.
We said there's a very small lineup out there for Franklin-Simpson, minus 11. So we tried to isolate Billy. So at least get him to the line when a one-on-one situation.
Dokes commits his second personal. And that will be the 8th Wildcat foul of the half.
They're kind of able to play this lineup too because Gavin has 2 fouls. We would really love to have him out there.
Billy Jackson at the line. His shot is good.
I think no matter what lineup Franklin-Simpson puts out there, though, we can create a mismatch at some position. We just have to hope that person can get open and get hot.
Billy Jackson fires and hits again. So the Trojans go up 17-14 with 2:29 to play here in the first half. And Trey Radcliffe with the basketball for Franklin-Simpson. He'll dribble it across the midcourt stripe. Trojans 2-3. Here's Levin out to Radcliffe on the left wing. Out to Ragland. And almost picked off by Wade Coomer. And they're going to call him with a foul.
No, they just called out of bounds.
Out of bounds? Okay.
Yeah.
The way they pointed to him was like he fouled him.
I did think so initially, too. We've got to know where the shooters are. Franklin has a couple of shooters out there in addition to Levin who can hurt you. So in a zone, just have to make sure we know the scouting report.
Here's Radcliffe. Runner. Rattles out. Rebound. Branson London. Cleared it out for Barren. He's going to bring it up. They'll throw it off to Mabe on the left side. Mabe driving strong to the bucket. Lays it up. Rolled it off the rim. Tapped up. No good. Perkins with the offensive rebound. London 3. It's no good. And stolen away by Perkins. He puts it up and in.
How about that?
Took it away from Levin.
Just stuck his nose in there, ripped it away, and didn't care to go up and challenge the D1 prospect.
19-14. Barren leads by 5 and a minute and a half to go in the second. Radcliffe will set it up for the Wildcats. He'll set it off the right side of Ragland. Back to Radcliffe. He'll go to the right, sends it back off to Ragland. Now here's Carter with it. Left side, Gilbert. Gilbert will bring it out. He'll give it back to Ragland. Swings it off to the right side to Radcliffe. Radcliffe, he walked, but got away with it. And here's Ragland. Sends it back off to Carter. He penetrates. Lost the handle. Poked away from behind by Perkins. The hands of Wade Coomer. Coomer. He'll feed it off to Mabe. Sends it out to Perkins. 17-footer air ball. Follow good by Jared Coomer.
We'll give it an assist instead of an air ball. Nice stretch there. Fueled a lot by that initial takeaway from Mason Perkins. Just staying away or staying in the play and not giving up on it has allowed us to pull out to a 7-point lead under a minute to go and force Franklin-Simpson to have to call a timeout.
Second quarter of action brought to you by Joseph A. Wade, your maintenance hardware specialist. And yes, they do repair cylinders and custom-make hydraulic hoses. South Warren leads Glasgow after one. Boys game 21-8. And also on the Coca-Cola scoreboard check, Metcalfe County leads Clinton County leads Metcalfe County 19-11 after one period. Anything on Allen County, Scottsville, and Monroe County? You got anything there?
I'll see if I can get you something.
Barren County with a 7-point lead here with 51 seconds to play, 21-14.
Monroe County up 15, 37-22 at the half.
So Monroe's up 15.
Yes, sir, 37-22.
Monroe County's got Lincoln Arnett back. So
makes a little bit of a difference.
Yeah. Of course, Glasgow beat Allen County Scottsville Tuesday night by 6 in the boys game. Ragland with it for Franklin-Simpson. Hands it off to Gilbert. Trojans staying at 2-3. Kind of extend it out a little bit. Here's Radcliffe. Off to Ragland for 3. No. Batted up in the air. Poor job by Jared Coomer. He'll give to London and off to May with 30 seconds left in the half. Nick May with a basketball. 24 seconds left. May getting some pressure now from Radcliffe. He'll give it to Wade Coomer. Straight away back to Mabe. Mabe on the dribble. Now Mabe sends it off to Wade Coomer. Coomer picks up his dribble. He's got it closer by 11. Ball knocked away to the backcourt. It is going to be loose. Wade Coomer diving for it, trying to scoot it off. He got it back again, and they're still fighting for it. And what are we going to have here?
It's going to be Franklin-Simpson ball on a jump possession. Wade did a super job. Initially, I thought Franklin ripped it away from him, but he's from the floor, from the seat of his pants, still stuck his nose back in there and got the ball so we could get in a jump ball scenario. If not, they would have had it basically point blank under their goal for a layup.
Yeah. 2 seconds to play here in the first half. And it'll be Radcliffe to toss it in. They're going to lob it out to Lovin. He's going to turn and force up a 3, and it's no good, and that's the end of the half.
Good half, really good half.
Barren County, 21. Franklin.
Downs to Franklin-Simpson. So good half. Just hope we can replicate it and keep it Tavin Lovin to 6 points. If we do that again, I really, really like our chances.
Right. Billy Jackson, Nick Mabe, Jared Coomer, Wade Coomer, and Gavin Driver for Barren County. They're going to go back with the original starting 5 and Radcliffe, Dokes, Bass, Lovin, and Payne.
I think we get Gavin involved right off the bat here again, matched up against Bass, who we took advantage of early. Let's see.
And here's Nick Mabe, giving it off to the high post right to Jackson, flips it off to Wade Coomer. And he picks up his dribble, goes to Jared Coomer, hooks it down to Driver on the left side. Driver working, spinning, going up with a shot. Good!
Play wasn't really designed for him, but it ended up with him on the backside to get that bucket and push it out to a 9-point lead.
23-14 Barren. Early here in the third period of play as Payne has it out top. Working off to the left side, leaves it with Lovin. Lovin will work into the paint. He'll force up the shot and bank it in.
Pretty good defense by Jared. Jared, Branson, and Billy have done a nice job on Tavin tonight.
8 points now for Tavin Lovin. 23-16 Trojans. 7:14 remaining, third period. Made with the basketball, bounce pass off the Driver. He'll fire up the shot, it won't go, and a rebound ripped down by Tavin Lovin. Long pass down to Radcliffe. He'll put it in off the glass and in.
Do a better job of getting back in transition. 2 back-to-back buckets. They cut it to 5.
23-18. Nick May with the basketball for Barren. Sends it left side to Jared Coomer. Had to smack it out of his hands. Loose ball. Diving for it. Down to the floor with it. Jared Coomer gets rid of it. Off to Driver, and he lays it in.
Not sure you draw it up very many times like that, but stayed with it. Gavin found an opening.
25-18. Here is Lovin in the lane. The shot no good. A foul. And this one will be charged to Jared Coomer. That is his first foul of the second half against the Trojans. And Tavin Lovin at the line. He's 1 of 2.
Too many people slapping as he went by instead of sliding your feet and trying to get in front of him.
First free throw on the way. Good. He's an 82.5% free throw shooter. He's 2 of 3 tonight.
We've opened up the first few trips. Man, I think we'll see something different the next time down on defense.
25-19. Barren County, 6:33 left to go, third quarter. Lovin, second free throw toss is good. Gives him 10 of Franklin-Simpson's 20. And it's 25-20 Trojans. 6.5 minutes to go, third quarter. Now they come to trap. Bounce pass off to Wade Coomer. Going to have to get it across the line. Floats it back over to Mabe. He's in front court. Ball gets loose. A turnover by Barren. Here's Tavin Lovin. Bounce pass. Radcliffe down the left of the lane. He'll throw back out to Dokes for the 3 ball. It is no good. Radcliffe had it stripped away, but it goes in the hands, and the shot put up and in by Lovin. And a foul on Barren County.
We'll get a timeout, but that's a third foul on Gavin, and he's going to have to go to the bench. Just played not even 2 minutes. And Lovin is slowly taking the game over. And he's doing it because we don't have anybody really to take charge in the middle right now and put a body on him, arm bar him, be a little bit more physical with him than we are right now.
So Driver goes to the bench at the 6:09 mark of the third quarter with Franklin-Simpson pulling to within 3 at 25-22. And Driver had both field goals for Barren County here in the third quarter.
What was our largest lead?
We had a 7-point lead at the half.
We actually extended it.
Did we go to 9 at one time?
Yeah, you're right. I think it was 9.
And 11 chance to make a 3-point play. So Branson London in for Gavin Driver. Free throw is up and it's no good. Rebound to Wade Coomer.
Still just 1 field goal for Wade. Nick has none. 2 leading scorers, only 3 points out of our 25.
And luckily, Trojans are still up by 3 here, 25-22. Here's Jared Coomer off to Billy Jackson. He drives strong to the bucket, and he's going to be fouled in the act of shooting, and he'll go to the free throw line for a pair. Lovin picks up his second personal.
Actually, Gavin's our second leading scorer. Nick just barely our third, but still 2 of our 3 leading scorers. Just 3 out of the 25.
Billy Jackson fires and hits.
But the
3 out of 3.
The reason we're in it is because of 3 out of 3 at the line from Billy and other contributions like Perkins and London that we talked about at the half.
They say Wade Coomer is in the lane, so that takes the free throw away. 26-22. Franklin-Simpson with the basketball. Radcliffe will bring it up. Radcliffe straight away over the right side now to Dokes. Back out to Radcliffe. Radcliffe. See a little zone for that. Back over to Dokes. Out of the corner for 3. No good. We got a foul.
Not a very smart foul. We ran into a shooter instead of closing out. We jumped at him, knocked him down. He added the extra part to it, falling down, and he's going to go get 3 free throws.
5:30 to play here in the third. Going to put Dokes at the line. 75% shooter. He has not scored, and he missed the first. So he'll get 2 more. That's 2 on Branson London. And 3 of the second half against the Trojans. Second shot missed by Dokes. Dokes' third free throw attempt is good this time. First point of the game. Averages just over 11. 26-23.
We'll take 1 out of 3, but not that turnover.
Knocked away from behind. There's a left-handed shot up and in by Radcliffe off the turnover.
Didn't meet the pass, just stood still, feet planted in cement in the middle, waited for the ball to come to us. But while we were doing that, Franklin-Simpson came from behind, knocked it away, had a 3-on-1, converted and cut it to 1.
So 21-14 lead at halftime. Trojans have only scored 5 here in the third quarter, and Franklin-Simpson has scored 11. 5:20 to play here in the third quarter as Roby checks into the Franklin-Simpson lineup. Barren County ball, leading 1. Made. And needs some help. Left side it goes to Jackson. Jackson turns back to Made. Left side, down the baseline, and in traffic. Here's Jackson, can't get it to go, and gets his own rebound, loose on the floor, scrambling the lane, whistle, and jump ball possession area going to Franklin-Simpson.
I didn't think anybody actually had the ball. I thought Billy was the one that had it all by himself, but they blew that whistle quick. That's twice we've taken the ball, just ripped the rebound away from Lovin. First time Mason Perkins was able to get us a 2. That time Billy did it, but we couldn't get anything out of it.
So Roby playing the point guard now for Coach D. Spencer. Working around to the right side. Back to Roby.
Stay 2-3.
Dokes in the corner. Back to Roby. Sends it over to the left side of Radcliffe. He's cut off by Made. And ball gets loose from Roby. And it goes into the corner. Trapped now Roby. Try to pass it down low. Ball kicked out of bounds. It'll stay with Franklin-Simpson.
He kind of passed it and then went and tapped it again before anybody else had it. I think that's a violation. They didn't call it. Franklin will have it out under. Still hanging to a 1-point lead.
Mason Perkins in the game. Here's a 3 by Dokes. Right wing. Switch.
He does not have a pretty stroke, but you're going to wheel one in every now and then.
Franklin-Simpson's taking a 2-point lead as Wade Coomer is fouled out of the floor. And it's going to be on Roby, his third. Team's second of the half. Barren County will take it out. Wade Coomer sends it out to Nick Made. Down to the left side in the corner. Wade Coomer to London, off to Made. Right side, Mason Perkins. Cross-court pass knocked away by Lovin. Lovin all the way to the rack. Jams it. .30-26, Franklin-Simpson.
We'll take a timeout. Just not making smart passes. We're making the difficult passes when the easy passes are there. We could have made it to the top of the key and reversed it. Instead, we tried to skip it. Lovin's just sitting there waiting to pick it off and went down and threw it down to extend their lead to 4.
We have not played well offensively this half. We only are 2 of 4, but the main thing is we're only 2 of 4. We've only had 4 shot attempts, and we played half of this third quarter, while all of Franklin-Simpson's buckets have been high percentage opportunities right underneath the rim.
Trojans been outscored 16-5 here in the third period. And Gavin Driver on the bench since the 6:09 mark with his third personal foul, and has both the field goals for Barren County here in the second half. And again, mentioned about our top 2 scorers in Wade Coomer, or 3 top scorers. Wade Coomer, Nick Mabe, only 3 points between the 2.
Yeah, Wade hit that 3 really early in the game, and I thought that was going to get him out of what you call a semi-slump in the Bowling Green game. But it's not necessarily that he's not making shots. It's more or less that he's not taking shots right now. In the first half, he only had 3 shot attempts. We cannot have that from our best player. If we want to win games against the best teams in the region, our best player has to take more shots than 3.5.
Yep. Nick Mabe with it for the Trojans. Gets it over to Wade Coomer. He's in the trap. Back to Mabe. Mabe sends it back over to Wade Coomer. Long 3. Bottom.
2 shots that he's had that he's taken with confidence. He's knocked down. We've got to have more of it. Bulls within 1.
30-29. Franklin-Simpson. 3:40 to play. Third period. They go into 11. In the lane. And a whistle and a foul. And it's going to be on Mason Perkins, his second, team's 4th.
We're playing a 2-3 zone. They put Lovin at the high post, letting him roam around that free throw line. We can't let him catch it there. That's the worst place you want somebody to catch it against the zone.
A pump fake, shot goes up, no good. Tap, no good. Tap again, no good. And battle for the rebound, tapped out. Radcliffe grabs it. And Franklin-Simpson keep it alive here. Roby with it out front.
Got to front him on that high post, what I was saying. Don't let him catch it easy.
And now Roby, top of the key. Inside, Levin underneath. And a shot goes up, and it's no good. And we got a foul. It's going to send Payne to the free throw line for 2.
Well, that's why it's the worst place. Number 1, it's their best player, and he can create from there. We have to come help when we help. He just drops it off to the guy playing the baseline for and 1 opportunity, which we're really extremely fortunate didn't fall in the hole.
Yeah. Payne, a 50% free throw shooter, and the shot goes up. It's no good. And he'll have 1 more. 30-29. Franklin-Simpson with 3:09 to play here in the third period. Payne. Second free throw attempt. On the way, and he missed it. Rebounded Nick Mabe. They get rid of it to Wade Coomer.
Set back in their 1-3-1 press.
Lobs it back over to Mabe. Back over to the other side to Wade Coomer. On the dribble. They'll float it back over to Mabe. We'll hook in the middle to Jared Coomer. Off in the corner. Perkins, no good. And rebound to Tavin Lovin. And Lovin will get it across the midcourt stripe. To Roby with 2:37 to play. He'll go back left side over to Radcliffe. Back to Roby, top of the key. Right side corner, Dokes. Back to Roby, back over to Dokes. They dump it down the baseline, back to Dokes. He'll fire out the corner for 3, and he hit it again.
I don't know how he gets that to go in, but it does.
Long looping cross-court pass over to Wade Coomer. Now here's Nick Mabe with it on the near side. And stolen by Lovin. Bounce pass off to Radcliffe. Layup good and a foul.
We're not making smart decisions right now. You can't dribble with the ball held out in front of you into a looming trap. Lovin's hands and arms are so long, all he's got to do is come up there and rake it away, and they're off to the races. Yeah. How many transition points have they gotten off of our turnovers in this third period? And that's why they now have extended it to a 6 and have an opportunity to put it to a 7-point lead.
Radcliffe at the line. He has 6 of his 10 here in the third quarter. And the shot goes up, and it is no good. Got a lane violation. So he'll shoot it again. Billy Jackson, Gavin Driver back in the game. Driver playing with 3 fouls.
There's only one kid down there, and he's not one of their leading rebounders. I don't know why anybody would have a lane violation, but we were a little too soon in.
Yeah. So Radcliffe this time will put it up, and it is no good. Rebound to Gavin Driver. He's in a trap, gives it to Wade Coomer. Across to Mabe. Back across it goes to Wade Coomer, the right side. Splits the defenders, a whistle, and a reach-in foul.
Got to be smart what we're doing. Dribbling through traps instead of making passes through them, or around them anyway.
Carter will pick up his first. That'll be 3 on the Wildcats here in the second half. Comes to the corner, Billy Jackson. Back to Driver. Turnaround shot of 11. No good. Rebound, Wade Coomer. Back up, a foul.
Oh, it's not on the floor.
Not sure how that one's on the floor.
If they're going to call it there, it'll just be Franklin-Simpson's. What's that, 4th foul, so we won't shoot the bonus. But
3 on tab and 11 now.
Gavin had an easy shot, and he didn't recognize where the defense was. He actually turned into the middle of the lane instead of turning to the baseline, which would have had a wide open layup and an easy bucket. As much as this has been an up and down, back and forth game, you would think it would have been a little bit more high scoring. Yeah. Nobody's even sniffing the 40s right now. Franklin-Simpson 5 points away from it.
Comes the corner Driver. He's in a trap. And a foul here on Dokes. And that's his third.
Yeah, they're evening them up a little bit. We have already committed 6 fouls, so Franklin-Simpson's in the bonus the rest of the way.
Yeah.
1 or 2 more, and we will be as well.
Wade Coomer to toss it in. Comes out front to Nick May. 6-point Franklin-Simpson lead, 35-29. Down to minute 43 to play in the third quarter. Nick May with a basketball. Gives to Wade Coomer. Back to May out front. Back to Wade Coomer.
Struggling against this zone.
Back to Mabe, over to Driver to the right. Back to Mabe. Now Mabe picks up his dribble. Bounces off to Perkins. Fires it in there to Jackson. Baseline shot, but Driver, no good. Follow up, but Perkins, no good. Follow again, no good, but Mabe. And taken by Dokes for Franklin-Simpson. Hands it off to Radcliffe.
You'd like to have one of those 3, wouldn't you?
Yeah. Radcliffe with the basketball. Sends it off the left side to Payne. Payne driving to the basket strong. Puts it up, no good. Tapped up in the air. Pulled down, knocked away. Loose ball. Mabe's got it. He's triple teamed. Hanging on to him. Gets to the basketball to Driver. Goes to Wade Coomer with it. Wade hooks it off the left corner. Perkins for 3. Rims no good. Driver puts it back up and in.
That's a huge offensive rebound and put back. Needed that, make it a 4-point game, and Franklin-Simpson will take the last possession as we go at 30 seconds in the third.
35-31. Trojans down 4, and Franklin-Simpson will hold on to it for the final shot. It's Radcliffe, guarded by Billy Jackson. Radcliffe, still in the dribble, 13 seconds to go. Radcliffe dribbles between his legs, 7 seconds. He's going to drive to the basket. No look pass. It's going to be an offensive foul with 4.4. No basket. And it'll be on Radcliffe, his first. 6 on Franklin-Simpson here in the second half.
4-4, still plenty of time to get a decent look at it.
Some discussion over here at the scorer's table about something, I don't know what.
Mason will throw it in. Look at Gavin. Gavin has 24 on him. How tall is 24?
He's only 5'6".
Yeah.
It's Wade Coomer on the near side. Jump pass. Billy Jackson for 3.
Oh, wow. We'll take it. If we win that quarter just down 1, that's a win.
Billy Jackson with a People's Bank shot at the buzzer to pull the Trojans within 35-34. We'll be back in the fourth quarter after this break. Trojan basketball, a 103.7 Nash Icon.
Anybody who struggles with their weight, and I'm at the head of that class, knows that it's not just about the weight. It's about something bigger. You've been fighting with the wrong tool. You've been looking in the wrong direction. So every time I try to fail, every time I try again, has brought me to this. most powerful moment to say, if not now, when? Are you ready? Let's do this together.
The new Weight Watchers experience. Join now for free. Go to WeightWatchers.com. Start as you weight through March 14th. Purchase of online or meeting plan required.
There are times being a genius would really come in handy. Karen, final question. You'll either walk out of here with $1 million or nothing. In what year did the Hicksonian astrophysical capital city fourth president invent it? You have 5 seconds. But thankfully, you don't need to be a genius to do your own taxes, because TurboTax helps turn complicated questions into simple ones that you can answer. Intuit TurboTax. Taxes done smarter.
You're listening to Barren County Sports on 103.7 Nash Icon.
This is Trojan assistant basketball coach Scott Chapman, and we are BC.
Fourth quarter brought to you by SCRTC, hometown people, big city service, cooperative values. Trojans down 35-34 as we enter the fourth. Franklin-Simpson shot 61.5% in the third. Barren shot 38.5%. Here's Wade Coomer, the basketball on the near side. Back to Mabe. Mabe wants to penetrate. Jumper from the left elbow. Way off the mark. And loose ball picked up by Franklin-Simpson. Tavin 11. Out front right side, gives it to Radcliffe. Barron's been actually out-rebounded Franklin so far, 26-19. Here's a ball. It's loose. Wade Coomer down to the floor, but stolen back in a layup good.
And everybody just taking for granted we were going to get that possession and transition and offense. They had a couple hang around the basket for an easy bucket.
Here's McMay with the basketball. Looking, floats it back over to Wade Coomer on the left side. Now Wade Coomer on the dribble. They extend their zone defense. McMay. Back over to Coomer on the near side. Took an Osher for three. And he'll hook it off the left corner to Perkins. He'll dribble it halfway up. Sends it over to Mabe on the right side. Mabe trying to penetrate, can't go. Gives to Billy Jackson the corner. Dumps it down to Perkins. And into Gavin Driver. Gathered himself and put it up and in.
He was cutting and Mason threw it like he was standing still. I'm not sure how he gathered it in, but that was still a good offensive series.
Gavin Driver with 8 of his 12 here in the second half, despite being in foul trouble most of the night. 37-36, Trojans within one. Payne with it left side, gives it out to Radcliffe. He'll throw it out to Taffin Levin. Levin sends it back to Radcliffe. Back to Levin. In the corner goes to Dokes. He's covered up. Give it back out to Radcliffe. Back to Dokes. Back to Radcliffe. He'll send it off to the left side now to Payne. Down in the corner, Taffin Levin hooks it back to Payne. Down low. He puts up the shot. It's no good. Follow it, no good. Battles the rebound. And they get it back. Shot goes up and in and a foul. Gavin Driver picks up his fourth. Team 7.
They got 5 offensive rebounds in the third period after we held them to 2 in the whole first half. And again, they're staying with balls quick off their feet, and they're getting productiveness off of the second and third attempts. There's no way that time that Payne should have been able to get in there among 2 of our taller people and get that offensive board.
39-36, Franklin-Simpson, 2 minutes gone here in the fourth. Payne at the line. The shot goes up. It's no good. Rebounded McMabe. He's 0 for 3. Mabe, left side. Double team. Spins away. Left side gives it back out to Jared Coomer. Back to Mabe. And now Mabe hooks it back in the corner. Wade Coomer. Out to Mabe. Top of the key 3. No good. Rebound to Taffin Levin for Franklin-Simpson. He pushed it down the floor and goes off to the right side. In the corner. Here's a 3 from the corner. Good again for Dokes.
Dokes is the best three-point shooter. He started off a little cold, but he shoots threes at 43%. Got to find him. That's his third one in a row.
42-36. Mabe with the basketball on the left side. Franklin leads it by 6. Back to Mabe. Now the top of the key. Fires it to Jared Coomer. He goes to the floor. Trying to call a timeout. They're going to call a jump ball.
Go to Franklin. We have not done a good job with putting the ball down in traffic. Why do we put it down? We look down and we got 3 collapse in that zone, and we're weak with the ball, and they just take it away from us. We've done that multiple times tonight. Whether it's dribble into traps or dribble into traffic, we're just basically sticking out in front of them saying, here, have it. That's why we had 6 turnovers in the third quarter alone.
Roby with the basketball. 5 minutes to play, fourth quarter. Wildcats 42, Trojans 36. Roby's going to put it out to midcourt. Trojans going to have to come up and defend a little bit. Radcliffe.
We go man now.
In the corner, Gilbert a 3. Air ball. They got a whistle and a foul. Nick May will commit his first personal. That's number 8 on the Trojans in the second half. Tavin 11 at the line, where he's 3 out of 5. No, excuse me. They're going to put Roby at the line. Roby averages 7.2 a game. He's not scored in this one. He's only a 31% free throw shooter.
How about that exchange? Lovin's an 83% shooter, and we put a 31% shooter there. I wouldn't think Franklin would like that.
And here's a shot. It goes up, and he missed it badly. Rebound Perkins. Gives to Wade Coomer. Trojans need a bucket here, down 6 with 4.5 minutes to play. Nick May floats it off to Perkins. Perkins, cross-court pass over to Wade Coomer. Coomer brings it out now. Wade Coomer only 2 field goals from three-point range. Nick May has gone scoreless tonight. And it's still only down by 6. Wade Coomer, left side. Pulls up, 15-footer. No, an air ball. May pulls it out of the air. Throws it out to Branson London. Feeds it into Billy Jackson. He turns with it. Bounces back out to London. And now London bounces off to Nick May. May back out to London. Swings it left to Wade Coomer. Wade Coomer fires it back over to May to the right wing. He'll fire to Wade Coomer. 3 in the air. No good. Rebound taken by Roby for Franklin-Simpson with 3:46 to play.
Used a lot of clock and didn't get anything out of it. Not a bad shot from Wade. But now definitely have to get a stop as we look to trap.
And they feed it down to Roby. He'll go back out the corner. Feeds him 11. No look pass. Shot in there by Coates.
Well, they did it. They got it in the middle again. We can't keep it out of the middle. Every time it gets there, something productive has happened for Franklin-Simpson. They stretch the lead to 8 now, one of their largest.
May with the basketball. Off to Wade Coomer on the near side. He'll bring it out. Bounce pass off to May to the right. He looks back over to May, or rather to Coomer. Trying to penetrate, splits the defenders, has it stolen away.
Dribble through 3 again. You get it
off to Roby. The layup is good.
Got to have a timeout.
And Franklin-Simpson takes their largest lead of the night at 10 at 46-36. 2:56 to go in the ball game. Mind you, you're listening to Barren County High Basketball on 103.7 Nash Icon, WHHT, Cave City, Bowling Green, Glasgow. Trojans had a 7-point lead at halftime, 21-14, and then Franklin-Simpson scores 21 in the third period. And to take a 35-34 lead, and now it's up to 10, as the Trojans have only scored 2 points, and that was by Gavin Driver.
Well, listen here, this is what the difference is. We're turning the ball over. And we're turning it over in bad spots, in bad situations. If you look at the first half, we have a total of 8 turnovers. We added 6 more to that. We've added 3 more again this quarter. Through the third quarter, Franklin-Simpson had scored 17 points off of our turnovers. They had 12 off our turnovers alone in the third period. That's why they've been able to flip it on us and took away a 7-point halftime lead for us and made it 10 of their own. Outscored us 17 points here in this half alone. See what kind of fight we have in us 3 minutes. They haven't turned it over very much in contrast, and they haven't turned it over very many times leading to our bucket specifically.
Franklin-Simpson goes to a 1-3-1.
They're going to extend it a little bit, put a little pressure on Mabe.
The ball comes in to Nick Mabe. Mabe in front court now. Sends it off to Billy Jackson. Down the baseline, Jared Coomer. And almost another bad pass is tipped up in the air. Wade Coomer splits the defenders. Throws up a crazy shot and gets fouled. And it's going to be on Roby, his 4th.
It looked like he was going to pass it off, and at the last minute flipped it off when he drew the contact.
17 foul on Franklin-Simpson here in the second half. Wade Coomer only 6 points tonight, 2 3-pointers in the game. And the first of 2, no good.
Can't miss those if we want to get back in the game either. How many free throws we shot this half?
That's our third. That's our third one. We're 1 of 3.
Just not getting to the line enough either.
No. And the second one is good for Wade Coomer.
And that's mostly due to us not being able to get into the paint because of that zone. We just haven't figured out the zone, and you can continue to expect to see it against Warren East, against Warren Central until we figure it out.
Yep.
People talk, coaches talk, and they're going to know what we haven't played well against.
And here is Dokes with a driving floater. He crashes in. Give an offensive foul. Billy Jackson taking the charge.
It's at least Billy's his fourth. It's at least Billy's second, if not third charge he's taking tonight.
2:25 to play. Franklin-Simpson with a 9-point lead, 46-37. Billy Jackson inbounds to Nick Mabe. Across it goes to Wade Coomer. Now Wade Coomer, they're coming to trap. They'll throw it off to Gavin Driver. Feeds it to Mabe. And got tripped up down in there and going to have a jump ball. Yeah. Barren will get it. The alternating possession. With 2:14 to play.
Down 9, you got to get buckets quick.
Wade Coomer will toss it in. Gets it into Gavin Driver in the corner. Out to Nick May. Off it goes to Jackson. Back out to Wade Coomer. Wade Coomer splitting the defense. Feeds it off inside and another traveling violation on Driver.
We didn't run the inbounds play right, and we didn't score it when we should have just went up with it. Little things like that add up over the course of the game, and as well as we played in the first half, I think we turned it around and just, I don't know if we got complacent thinking how much we were up, but this has not been a good second half that we played.
No. Pass coming left of the lane to Payne.
They're just going to dribble it out and make us come foul us.
Out to 11. Left side with it is, as they go back right over to Dokes and back out to 11 with 1:35 left. Trojans trapping the ball. And here's a pass picked off by Mabe. Mabe spinning, free throw line. Gives it back out to Billy Jackson. On the baseline, Driver has the ball smacked away by 11 and out of bounds. .122 remaining. Nick Mabe lobs it out to London. He'll go to Wade Coomer, 30-footer in the air, got it.
All of his threes that he's had have been deep, and, you know, 9-point game, hit a three, make it 6.
Yep.
1:17 to go. We got him to turn it over once. Nick kind of lured him in to throwing it to the middle and just stopped in front of it, got the turnover. We're going to put Mason Perkins in, see if we can increase that defensive intensity and get another one.
Dokes is really the player that's hurt us in the second half. He has scored 12, all 12 of his points, 3 threes. Gavin Levitt has scored 8. And I mean, you got in the fourth quarter, Dokes has hit a 3 and a 2.
If you look at the first half, Dokes was 0 of 3.
Yeah.
His shots, I mean, they were nothing you would want to look at or even think about they were going in, even though he shoots it at 45% from the 3, and then all of a sudden he's turned it on and he's taken that 0 of 3 and made it into 3 threes this half. So we just not focused on him, and it's hard to focus on him when you're trying to get it into the middle of the 11. You've got to hit it out of the middle and rotate over to him. They swing the ball all the way around. You got to be quick out of your rotations, and we've just been a little short of that, giving him shots, but not out of it.
No, Trojans have 2 possessions, 46-40 with 1:17 to go.
But we have no timeouts. That's a big negative. One of those timeouts we shouldn't have called let me take that back and rephrase that. We shouldn't have had to call because of something just insequential with the referee counting. It took him, he counted an 8-second count getting up right here in front of us. I could walk faster than that. We were definitely doing it, so that could come back and be big.
And the ball comes into play as Franklin-Simpson races down the floor. That's Radcliffe. And Radcliffe will bring it back up. As Trojans try to trap the ball, they float it over to Gilbert. He puts it up and in, a foul. .48-40. And a foul on Nick Mabe, his second, team's ninth. Gavin Driver returning the ball game for Mason Perkins.
It's been great to foul Radcliffe. Radcliffe under a 50% free throw shooter when he had the ball up top. Instead, they worked it around and got it down there to Cottle, who's going to complete an and-one play now.
And the free throw is up, and it is no good. Gavin Driver with a rebound. Trojans down 8 with a minute to go. They get something going in a hurry here. Here's Jackson off the way. Coomer, whistle.
Offensive illegal screen.
Moving screen. That's 3 on Nick Mabe. Franklin-Simpson basketball. As they try to get it into 11, we've got a holding foul on the Trojans. Wade Coomer, his first. 2 shots for Tavin Levin. With 54.8 seconds to play, and Franklin leading by 8. Shot is on the way and it's good. 15 for Tavin Levin. 49-40, Wildcats. Levin for the second toss on the way, and he got them both. Back to a 10-point lead for Franklin-Simpson, 50-40, with 54.8 seconds to play. Nick May behind the back dribble. Crossover, goes to the basket, and a foul. And it'll be on Radcliffe, his second. That's the team's ninth. Nick Mabe, 1-1. Nick Mabe has not scored tonight. His free throw is good. (50-41). Mabe for the bonus. And he got them both. 50-42. 50.7 to play. Radcliffe trying to get the ball in play. Has to lob it into Lavitt to Tavin Levin. And foul called on Barren. It's going to be on Wade Coomer. So we'll walk to the other end. Franklin-Simpson will shoot free throws. Tavin Levin at the line. 16 points for Levin. He had 10 of those here in the second half. 50-42 with 48.2 to play. Shot goes up and no good. Gavin Driver returning to the Trojan lineup. And Roby's back in for Franklin-Simpson. Tavin Levin puts it up, and it is going to drop in. 51-42, 48 seconds to play. May with the basketball on the left side. Out to Wade Coomer. Launches another long three that's way off the mark. Gavin Driver has a strip loose by Dokes. He'll feed it off to Radcliffe with a layup good. And a foul on Nick May. (53-42). Coach Warren Cunningham's going to empty the bench. Garrett Arterburn, Tyler Mosby, Colton Thomas, Parker Stevens, and Chase Dial. Radcliffe at the line. The shot goes up, and it's going to drop in high off the back of the iron, fell through. 54-42 with 33 seconds to play. Parker Stevens with the basketball into the front court. Franklin-Simpson's going to stay undefeated in region play. They go to 12-2 on the season. Trojans going to drop their second straight of the week to 12-4 on the year. Parker Stevens giving it off left side to Garrett Arterburn. Behind the back dribble. Trying to shove it off to Mosby. Down to 7 seconds. Back to Stevens. He goes underneath. Puts it up. It's no good. And rebound out of bounds as Parker Stevens is standing out and the ball is slapped to him. 2 seconds to play. 54-42. Ball will come into Dokes, and that will do it. Franklin-Simpson 54. And Barren County 42. Trojans get outscored 40-20 second half. We'll come back with a post-game report in a moment. We're finally